and you had passed the trial to get up to the top of the ziggurat, and you had learned that the Naga did not really know about the death curse per se. However, it did believe that several similar happenings match these omens that are said to come about in Omu. So the Naga believes that perhaps Omu is where the death curse is, well, where the source of the death curse is, where the soulmonger is, the necromantic artifact that's draining everyone's souls. The Naga also believes that a fallen paladin, Razni, is responsible for the death curse, as this paladin used to protect Mesro, and he had been defeated and fallen, and he tried to raise an undead army. He got corrupted and tried to get more power. So he changed his god from Opteo, who has forsaken Chult, to Dendar the Night Serpent, the evil god of the Yuan-Ti that want to bring about the destruction of this world by devouring the sun. So you've got some more clues, and the Naga wasn't very specific about the location of Omu. It was a little bit vague, but it said between the Valley of Lost Honor and the Peak of Flames, where west meets east, there is north, and then there is south. South is where Omu lies. And it also said that Omu it's not a part of Chult anymore. So you guys believe it's on this island. It also heard that Omu has been destroyed, as you'd convened with Princess Mwoxenere from Curse of Baal. So you're not expecting Omu to really be a functioning city anymore, rather just a ruin. Anyway, that's a hell of a journey for you guys to get all the way over there. So you've been looking for a way to expedite your travel there, and you had two obvious options. One of them was to travel to the heart of Opteo. After meeting with the Red Wizards, they said that you may be able to get some assistance and get teleported there. Or you could hope to try and find something at Jahaka Bay, maybe an old ship. Maybe there is an anchorage there. Maybe it's still a functioning bay. So you guys have decided that you didn't trust the Red Wizards and you've wanted to go for the bay. Now, there's something else you shouldn't trust, and that is Petra's navigation skills. As you guys
I gotta stop.
Oh yeah, you've found everyone on the map. I was just messing with you. But yeah, you guys have kind of headed up the Mist Cliff Mountains, and you've taken a little bit of a detour. It's day 61, and the weather is starting to turn. It's becoming increasingly dry. We ended the session with you guys kind of making your way down this mountain trail, and it's actually a trail. There's actually some stone steps that have been cut out of the mountainside here, suggesting that this is a trail that is used by some level of civilized creatures. And as you've been moving quite quickly, you've just headed down a small cliff, a small ledge, I should say. And you look out and you can see the jungle below. You're only about a mile away from heading back into the jungle as you're making your way down the mountainside. And suddenly climbing up a ledge ahead of you all with this rope slung over its shoulder, in which it pulls 3 live goat, is a massive 15-foot tall giant with one eyeball set into its sheepish looking skull. And we ended the session with it coming across you guys. It it gives you guys a blank stare, and it stops, and it pushes its goats beside it, and it says, ooh. Ooh.
I speak giant.
It's not speaking giant. It's just kind of grunting.
Orion also speaks that. Orion.
Ooh. It looks at you all cautiously, and it seems to kind of squint at the rest of the party. And it has like the goats basically slung over its shoulder. They're bowing and getting dangled behind, and he drops them on the ground, and he takes the rope and he ties the rope to his leg so the goats can't run off. And he just stares down at you, Orion. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. And he has a bag. It's this very rustic looking satchel that looks like it's just homemade from some leather that he's made, mixed in with vines and leaves. And he rustles around in there, and he pulls out some skulls. They look like dinosaur skulls. Small dinosaurs, maybe raptors. They're so tiny in his hand. They're basically like the size of dice. And he just kind of rolls them on the ground in front of you. 3 little dinosaur skulls roll out onto the stone floor. Ooh. He says. He's just kind of grunting. I'm not sure if he speaks giant or not, but you have to.
He wants you to gamble with him.
You would have to speak giant to him to see if he can understand that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll say, nice skulls. Did you kill them? In giant.
Find. Me find. You find.
I'll turn back to the rest of the party. Do we have any skulls? Anything we find?
Wrecked his head.
Whoa. Hey. I mean, I'm more than just a skull, alright? Look at me, I'm sentient. And, alright, this spooks the Cyclops when Ractor starts talking. The Cyclops backs up, and he takes from his waistband a massive tree trunk, which acts as a club. He starts pointing at... yeah, he wasn't happy to see him in your house, unfortunately. But he does start pointing at Ragdar, and he starts moaning.
I'll throw a bag over Ragda so he can't see it anymore.
Alright, you throw... you can still Ragda, and Ragda's muffled voice is, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?"
Shut up! Stop talking.
The Cyclops' mouth is just open in awe. Oh! And he points at the sack. God! You! God?
Yep.
Make a deception check, Orion.
He already believes you. Start turning to a wolf.
He
He
scrutinized you, and he kind of balls his mouth up begrudgingly. How you God? Where you magic?
It's right here. I'm gonna give you a gift. Do you want a metal dog?
Huh? Trade? You want
dog?
trade, God?
Sure. And I'll kind of look at Millhouse, be like, give me the dog.
Why do you want my dog?
We're gonna give it to the giant.
For what reason?
So we don't have to kill it, or it to kill us.
What?
You can make a new one. It's fine. You're not giving anything up. He doesn't know that. Give me the dog.
The Cyclops slams his tree trunk on the ground. Trade! Trade!
Yup. I will pick up the Steel Defender, unless anybody stops me.
Alright, I'll let him take it, I guess.
I'll pick up the Steel Defender and I'll put it in front of the giant.
Okay. He looks down at it, and his single eye widens. Oh. And then he quickly picks up the Steel Defender and puts it in his mouth. Starts chewing on it and moving it all around the gums of his mouth and his teeth. Slobbering all over it.
Okay.
Tastes bad! And then he just throws it.
I catch the Steel Defender.
He throws it against that rock. Quite hard. And Doggo takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage. Bad! No good!
Okay.
And you can tell the Cyclops is getting a little bit aggressive now. But he reaches into his satchel. Instead of producing something to throw at you, he has something else. Okay! You want a boom boom stick? And he takes out a horn. Now the horn is like a pipe, like a didgeridoo almost, and the end of it has a lion's head, complete with mane and open maw that acts as where the music comes from, and it just has like a leather carry strap, and it's decorated with some tribalistic imagery. And it's very small in his hand. And he just kind of throws it on the ground. Trade! He says.
What do you want?
Shiny! You're swapping shiny! Ooh!
Okay.
Ooh! He points at it. Ooh, goo, goo, ooh! Goony, goo, goo!
What's he pointing at?
The horn.
We have some gems. And I don't know who's carrying it. I'm carrying most things. Do I have these guys?
Trade!
I'll get out a few, like, what do we have? Some bloodstones. We have 2 bloodstones. I'll take those out and show it to him.
Okay. Oh yeah, who's doing the party loop, actually? It's Petra. So Petra's got it.
I'll turn to Petra and say, give me some stuff.
Alright, so what are you showing him?
It's up to Petra.
What stuff?
Some gems, some shiny gems.
Why?
This is a really cool horn, and we don't want him to kill us.
Craig!
I think you're leaving out half the conversation here, right?
Give me some shiny gems so he does not murder us.
If you want something shiny, I can give you a piece of silver.
Alright, the Cyclops gets really impatient now. So he reaches down and he throws in a goat to sweeten the deal. Okay! Okay!
That's a pretty sweet deal.
Tosses the goat, and the goat starts like jumping around sideways, and you'll need to grab it, otherwise it's just gonna run off.
I'll grab it.
Alright, make an athletics check to dive on the goat. Looks like a mountain goat, and it's jumping around everywhere sideways, and You grab it and wrestle it. And you
We
keep it
could
from
just
running
give it-
away.
We could just give it the copper. That's shiny, isn't it?
Yeah, well, copper is, I think, less shiny than silver.
If you want to risk it, just give him something.
So
Yeah,
I'll
but
give you. Well, what were you gonna? I don't think copper is shiny, is it?
Yeah.
Shiny.
I look at the copper
No.
coins. Are they shiny? So
No, they're dirty and they're not shiny. They're dull. You have to
How about
find
the
some
silver?
ye old Coca-Cola if you want to make them go shiny.
how about the silver? Is the silver more shiny?
Not really. The coins they're very dirty. They go through many hands. People here in Jolt or anywhere in Faerun, anywhere in this world, they don't really wash the coins, so they've kind of lost their sheen. Maybe a dragon would polish his coins, but when you do look around, the gemstones seem to be something that looks kind of shiny and nice.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out one of the gemstones that's worth 10 gold piece out of the 7 of sword.
Dude, he's giving us a goat.
Light.
Give him more. He's giving us a goat, man. He needs more than one gemstone.
Fine, 2 gemstones.
Jesus, he's gonna attack us.
That's what you're offering him, 2 tiny little gemstones. They're so small that he hasn't even realized that you've gotten them out yet. He's looking around and he hits his club on the ground. Trey!
The flute is just as tiny as.
No, it's decent sized. It's about 3 foot long. The gemstone is like the size of your thumb. And this
Well, all the
guy
gemstones
is
are
about
this
15
size.
feet tall.
Just
Fine.
give him
I take. What about the sapphire? Is the sapphire big?
No. They're all the gemstones you have, apart from the diamonds, are very small.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give up the diamond.
We have 2. Give him 1.
They're worth a bunch of gold each, and you don't even know what that thing does.
I
But
bet
it's
it's super
attack
cool.
anyway.
I want this goat and this thing. Come on, it'll come out of my share. I'll
But-
give you 500 gold at some point.
He wants the goat.
Fine.
Yes.
500
for
pound goat.
reasons you wouldn't think he wants it for.
He doesn't even know what it does properly.
The
What
goat,
does a goat do,
it
actually?
bears, it runs sideways, can stand on impossibly sheer surfaces.
It does a funny freeze when you scare it.
You'll have to spend a short rest and mess around with the goat to see what it does. Identify it.
Well,
Could be a
I
magic
could
goat.
do some animal handling to assist Orion when we out of the way of the Cyclops.
Petra,
Yeah, I gave you 1 gem.
was it a diamond?
Yeah, I gave you the
Yeah,
1 diamond.
that's
I
gonna
passed
be
it along
tiny.
forward.
Alright, he does seem to... Yeah, I mean, diamonds are pretty small, but it's brilliant. And with the sun reflecting it... I mean, this Cyclops only has 1 eye. He doesn't exactly have any depth perception. But he does notice the diamond when it's brought in closer to him. And his eye widens, especially when it's in Orion's hand. Oh! It's a big shine, he says. This
Yep.
one? A god shiny?
This one.
Yep. And I'll walk over and hold it up to him.
Oh, so glitter. Oh, okay. And then he kind of just kicks the horn towards you, and he takes this tiny little diamond, and he's got like a necklace that has these very rustic looking objects on them, some skulls and whatnot, necklace strung with feathers, and there's even a couple of old tarnished silver coins. But he's even got some cutlery. There's like a couple of knives and forks dangling around this necklace that he did keep slung behind his back up until this stage. He slings it around in front of himself, and you can see his beautiful necklace, which basically looks like the sort of stuff that we get from a yard sale. just all scattered out along this necklace, and he finds a place for the diamond, and he just kind of secures it tightly in his necklace. Okay. Then he just slings his goats up on his shoulder, pulling them quite aggressively from the rope, and then he just starts stomping off. And he just like climbs up some hills and stuff, heads higher up into the mountain. Dangling their goats as he leaves.
I'm pretty impressed. This is the first interaction with a potentially non-hostile NPC that we didn't kill.
Go us.
Yeah.
It was close.
So does the flute look magical, or does it just look like a normal flute?
Yeah, it looks like it could be magical. It's in pretty good condition compared to all the other baubles that he had.
Is the goat magical?
No. If we combine the flute and the goat.
I tie a slip knot, put it around the goat's neck, and gives the other end of the rope to Orion.
Alright, you can first of all make a sleight of hand check for tying the rope. Oh yeah, you tie it up, a nice harness for the goat. The goat itself is trying to constantly escape, and you have to hold it down. Someone can attempt to try and to calm this thing with animal handling. Offer it a little bit of food.
If only we had Turek here with his mask of animal friendship.
Wow, that'd be super convenient.
You like just charm it so it's nice and calm before he eats it, so it's nice and tender. All right, Jasmine, you said you wanted to try some animal handling. Try and calm this goat down. All right, go for it. The goat is it's very aggressive. It's got these like hard curved horns, and as Orion's holding it down and it's constantly trying to rear its head up and escape, Jasmine, you just go over and you just place your finger on the goat's lips, and the goat just stares at you, and it becomes very docile, and you can like herd it, and it'll follow you guys around.
All right, how much would a goat cost normally? Like just in Waterdeep, how much is a goat worth?
I think they're about 10 gold.
Solid.
So definitely worth 500 gold piece diamond, that's for sure.
Definitely.
All right, no, this horn, this wind instrument, it looks like something special. It will need to be identified.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and put it in the bag for now. I'll
It's
identify it when we have time.
It's for a bard. It's for a bard. Special wind instrument, that's a bard.
I just put magical didgeridoo in the party.
Well, you guys are probably about to break for lunch, so if you want to, you can't march all day. If you want to take a short rest now after that brazen encounter, then you can identify it.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, Petra, you mess around with it and make an investigation check.
I'm gonna heal.
Well, I do. Well, no, I don't think I have the stuff.
You need the pearl. You have to go out to the ocean, look for some pearls. All right. Well, you managed to like figure out which end you blow on, which is not the side with the lion's face trying to bite your face off. So that's a good start. But all right, you're just kind of messing around with it, and when you blow on it, I don't think you're proficient. I mean, you could probably make a noise from it, and that's about it. But then you're just like trying some words, and then yeah, you're just trying to see if it's activated from a command word, and then you say snoo snoo, and when you say snoo snoo, this thunderous blast just explodes out, just destroying this nearby rock, and this sonic boom, which can be heard for hundreds and hundreds of feet. You're sure that if you've caused a landslide or something, you do see some stone and some mud move and slide, and it has some incredibly destructive force about it. And you only just gave it, we didn't even blow on it. Like, you kind of said snoo snoo and you blew on it a little bit, and BAM! An explosion came out. Because it's a horn of blasting.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, that's what you do. You blow on it, it lets out a thunderous blast in a 30-foot cone. It's audible for 600 feet away. And creatures inside have to make a con save or take 5d6 thunder damage, and they're deafened for a minute. On a success, they take half as much damage and they're not deafened. And creatures and objects made of glass or crystal have disadvantage on the saving throw, and they take 10d6 thunder damage. So it's destructive for glass and crystal. Also, every time you use it, there's a 20% chance that it may explode, killing you.
Millhouse, you might use this, maybe. You stand in the front line sometimes.
Alright, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take the. I just want Ryan to know this is still coming out of his share of the gold.
I reject this.
That I want to invest at least one level of bard.
Meh.
Oh, okay. Good job, Goat. I think that was successful, guys. Good job.
Alright, new party member. Goat.
Do we want to take bets on how long until his name is listed to the...
Well, technically, his name's going to become dinner if we run out of...
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, Goat joins the party. Alright, you've had a quick break, and you're still traveling for today. It's you're just like on the foothills of the mountains here, and you guys did see some terror folk flying overhead, and you also did see a red dragon as well. The red dragon didn't pay you guys any attention. It was headed south, but it's long gone.
Is it like it's going between the Peak of Flames and the Valley of Lost Honor?
It seemed like it was headed like south, like due south, not southeast. From what you could tell, you could see it for quite a while.
Okay, so let's keep on making our way to this mine.
Okay, so you've already traveled for today, and you've found your location. You don't have any more encounters for the rest of the day. You've basically broken out of the mountain onto the jungle now. Alright, the next day, it's very, very misty when you wake up. It's day 62. You guys can barely see more than a few hundred feet away in every direction. The mist is so heavy, and it's kind of dry. The humidity is intense. It's hot. There's no rain. It doesn't look like it's going to be raining today. It looks like you'll need to save some water somehow.
We haven't got a wood up in the party, do we?
Yeah. Using spell slots and all that, we do.
Yeah. You've got people that can create food and water. You just need to keep some spell slots in reserve. Alright, you can figure out where you are on the map, and you could potentially make it to the bay today if you set a fast pace. You can follow the mountains and the mountain range for guidance. So it's relatively hard to get lost, especially if you're good with survival. So, who wants to navigate?
I'll do it.
I vote for a slow pace.
Definitely fast
Or
pace.
slow pace.
No,
Slow pace.
it's hard to get lost. We'll get there today. We're already
it's
running
misty,
late.
though.
Slow pace.
It's
It's
We're
misty.
doing a slow pace.
We're not gonna. No. We're not gonna
Okay,
get anywhere.
Orion's not navigating. He's being vetoed by me.
Okay, so we have Albion then.
You want Avon to?
Avon, yeah, because he's pretty good at it.
I like his motto of fast pace plus mountains plus fog equal bad.
Yeah, I'm
That's a
not
motto I
going-
can get behind.
I'm not. We're not going to truck it down the mountains in the fog. So, if at best it'll be a normal pace.
When Syndra dies, because you guys were too scared to walk down a mountain.
You know what?
We
Let's
remind
go
you
on a
that you
slow
wanted to
pace
go all the way
until we
to.
Yeah, see,
go on
Orion,
a
your
slow,
point
hard pace.
Can I just say it's been 10 days since that encounter, which means we would have been to the heart of Abteo by now and
Yeah,
been
Orion-
teleported there. I'm
Orion,
completely right here.
You would have a point if all this bullshit here didn't happen. You would have a very good point.
Yeah, pretty
But
much.
since that did happen,
Don't
you
put
can
that
just
all
shut
on
up.
me. That was a party decision. You were the only one who said no to that. Everybody
I
else,
said
Petra,
no to
you
that as well.
specifically, Petra said yes to that.
No,
Don't
I
put that
did
all
not.
on me.
The only one I said yes to was the frog people.
Don't put this all on me.
The
This was-
only
this-
one
that
I
was the
said
correct
yes to was the
decision.
frog people, and that's because the building looked
Yeah,
really
yeah.
You've only traveled
I
about
kind of
800 miles, and you're 300 miles from Port Nyanzaru, so... I mean, it's only 500 miles extra.
Sure, totally fine.
Yeah, for like up to day 45 or 46, me and Eamon appeared about there, so technically, me and Eamon didn't know all the shenanigans beforehand.
Yeah, technically, when we were at Firefinger, I voted to keep on going to Camp Righteous, and
Yeah,
Milhouse
yeah.
decided to keep on going to Camp Righteous.
You
but he
guys
wanted to
are
go
not
to
getting
bed.
any goat meat.
That's okay.
Meh.
I'm okay with that.
Alright, you guys bicker a little bit, but you're not going to get anywhere by bickering. You need to move. So, who's leading?
Avon.
Even.
Alright, Avon will navigate. What pace
Alright.
do you want to set?
Avon's going at a slow, cautious pace until we get off the mountains,
Okay.
or until the fog clears.
Alright, you know where you are on the map. And you travel at a slow pace. The mist is making things quite difficult. And you head out in the morning, you travel all day. And you travel into night. And night falls, you make camp. You take a look at your location and you're still in the same hex. You haven't made any progress today.
Surprise, surprise.
It's day 63. No encounters either the entire day, actually.
I think a very good point is we didn't make negative progress here, alright?
And
You,
we did get
um,
lost.
Oh, well, it's an absolute win then.
Alright, you guys use the spell slots to hydrate. And, like, it's the dry season, but the amount of water that you guys need has not increased unless it's extremely hot. So you're just getting away with making a third level, or using a third level slot, and then using the alchemy jug to get all the water that you guys need. The next day, it's the mist has cleared up. There's no fog. It's very sunny as well. Not a cloud in the sky. Bright blue sky overhead. It's quite nice. You can see the ocean in the distance from your vantage point, but there is 20 miles of jungle in between you and it. It's quite beautiful though. There's glistening blue bay that sparkles, and the thought of diving in the ocean and cooling off is probably about the best thing that you guys have thought about for a very long time, especially when you're inland in the jungle.
I
So
don't like that you group my decisions with Orion's.
it's day 63. Time is ticking. Who is navigating today? You didn't make any progress yesterday.
I vote for Avon again.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Go to fast pace towards the ocean.
Okay. Let's do it.
My man.
It's cleared out.
It's nice and clear. It's sunny, but not like hot enough that you need extra water. And you travel through the morning. Bam. It's early in the morning, and you're in the jungle now. And you guys see some giant lizards sunning themselves on some warm rocks. There's you're not fully in the jungle canopy yet. There's still some light beaming down, and lizards are very large. There's a few of them, 5 of them scattered around here and there. They're not moving. They're massive. These lizards are like 10 feet long. They're no joke. They could be aggressive, but if you leave them alone, you can just walk by them. Some of them are eyeing the goat.
I growl at them.
Anyone want to murder lizards? Okay. Well, they don't pay too much attention when you growl at them.
No lizard murdering.
Okay. All right. You've traveled in well into the jungle now, and things are good. The pace is good. It's kind of clear, and you clear 2 hexes today. It's late afternoon, and the sun is starting to set, and you're still not at the ocean. So there's like an orange kind of hue from the sunset, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of romantic.
Real excited for.
Not that.
Real excited for you hacking.
Not that hue. HUE. There's something you guys come across though. All of a sudden, it's highly bizarre. In the middle of the jungle, you come across a winterscape. The trees they look like just gangly skeletons. All the leaves are missing off a section of this jungle. There are large balls of ice, like giant snowballs scattered around. There are jagged shards of ice seeming to burst up from the ground. And the entire section of jungle is frozen over in this area.
Maybe it's that Ring of Winter you lost.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Everything is covered in this glittering ice and frost. And it is freezing here. Standing near it, it's actually pretty good because you can get this Goldilocks spot where it's not too hot and not too cold. But when you get a bit closer, it is like sub-zero. It is minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Absolutely freezing.
Is anything moving in the ice?
No, there are some jungle creatures that look to have been frozen. And you notice it's actually a 120-foot sphere, or 60-foot radius. Perfect circle, just in the middle of the jungle here.
Guys, silver lining. We can collect the ice for our water.
Petra, what is this?
Can I do any sort of check to see if I know exactly what this is?
As you're trying to figure that out, dragon bait. He comes over and he investigates it, and he places his hand on your shoulder, Petra, and he starts to smell like ham a little bit, and then honeysuckle, and then ham, and honey ham. A little bit of baked bread, scent of lemon, a touch of brimstone.
I wish this guy came with a scent to English dictionary.
But it's mostly ham. And he points at it. And yeah, it must be from the Ring of Winter.
Does that mean it's still here, or is this like an after effect?
I'm guessing this is like a blast of magic. I forgot her name. She must have found something here she didn't like and blasted it with ice.
Either that or it took over her. Because he did say that it tries to take over the person.
Or there's this thing in the center, right? There's like a few of these little bump things.
Yeah, I was gonna send the dog in to have a look.
I mean, I was gonna go in, but that works better.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, where's the goat as well? We have to get the goat here. All right.
back to the dog.
I forget. All right. Anyway, as you guys are doing that, Dragon Bait also he looks very concerned. He doesn't know that the Ring of Winter was taken from Arda Simba. No one's told him that. He's like just going around the area inspecting, and he starts to look for Ardis. And while he does that, he smells like bacon, actually. It's like an advanced version of ham. Superior version of ham.
Makes it gammon.
While Dragon Bait's off doing his own thing, I think we should discuss the fact that I only just realized this now, but that dragon thing is going to attract anything that wants to eat us directly to us. I'm pretty sure I can still smell the bacon from here.
He almost single-handedly killed a T-Rex. Like, he's good in my book.
Yeah, but he got the T-Rex to come after us in the first place.
He's got bait in his name.
And there is a dragon around. Like, we can't dismiss these coincidences. But I'll send the dog in, and I'll tell him to bark if he sees evidence of a corpse or anything of the sort.
All right, he heads on in to this winterscape, and he starts to freeze up pretty damn quick. You see a layer of ice glaze over the Steel Defender, and obviously he's not affected by extreme cold because he's just a soulless construct that you use to, as basically as a meat shield. You haven't even named him. But
I have. You just haven't updated his token or anything. How dare you?
He is not having the Sonic. He is not having the Sonic token. All right, but no. He moves in, and yeah, there is some frost and ice beginning to form on him. He's still able to move around. It slows him down a little bit. If he's in here for too long, you feel like he's going to completely freeze. But he can make an investigation check.
Is that
intelligence?
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay, he's got this. I don't know why his perception's so high.
All right.
Everything else.
Oh, if he's got good perception, then have him make a perception check as well.
He's got the best perception. Look at it.
His eyes are all fogged up from the ice. Alright, he comes back completely frozen, and he needs to kind of thaw out. He does thaw out pretty quickly in the humid environment. Yeah, he just... I don't think he can really speak to you, so... He doesn't, alert you that he has found anything though. He doesn't bark or anything like that.
So the effect's still going on in there then?
What's that, Lassie? Somebody stuck in the ice?
Did it take damage?
No, it's not damaged.
But I imagine if one of us tries to go in there, we'll.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys would freeze. You'd probably freeze to
I've
death.
always wanted a wolfsicle, I guess.
Can I take a few steps and kind of test it? Do I like immediately start dying or?
No, but it's minus 30 degrees in Fahrenheit, so whatever that is in actual temperature.
Real temperature.
Hey.
It's
in a freezing unit.
it's extremely cold. Actually, it's pretty close. It's for Celsius, it's minus 34, so it is freezing. If you're in here for 10 minutes, you're going to need to make a Constitution save.
Do we have? I assume we have extra clothes and stuff.
I mean, can we go around?
You would need like proper winter clothing for this. Oh,
Gotcha.
you can go around. Ryan thinks that the only way forward is to go through it. Everyone just walks around.
I just wanted to check out and make an actual.
You can now make a perception check to take a look around in there. See if you can notice anything about having to actually go in.
Great.
Alright, you take a really close look, and you can actually see a pack of raptors, velociraptors, about 10 of them. They're all frozen, and some of them are frozen in ways that look like they're about to leap. Some of their tails have broken, their little claws have broken away. It looks like someone froze these velociraptors that were trying to chase them.
What was the name of the person who stole the Ring of Winter from us?
Zandala.
Zandala. So Zandala and the Ring of Winter comes across this pack. They attack her, and she does
Blast
this.
them.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Someone comes running. It's Turek. Oh no! Dragonbait got stolen! Oh no! I love playing Turek's character. Oh yes! They took Dragonbait! Oh no!
Who took Dragonbait?
He's just a lot more expressive when he's not here.
The people! He was looking and they took him! Oh no!
What do people look like?
They look like Orion. They have beard.
Ryan, why are you taking Dragon Bait?
My bad, guys. Sorry.
Me house got better beds.
He went that
Let's go to
way!
Dragonbait.
And Turek points. They go that way, oh no!
I run in that direction.
Okay. Jasmine's inciting Turek.
Yeah, but Jasmine has no idea what Turek is on about.
Alright, yeah. Turek's saying, oh, they go that way! And you guys run past Turek. And Turek just...
Before we leave, guys, this goat was magical, because there's now two of them.
Oh, where was that other goat hiding? The goat had cast Simulacrum while you guys were waiting.
It's a Jesus goat.
Alright, you guys go run after him, and then you get to the edge of the map, and then you can't go
Let's
any
get
further.
ragged in the goat.
Alright, there's still about 30 minutes left of sunlight. Alright, you guys run in the way that Turek pointed you guys, and you actually come to a pathway. It's it's like a little dirt road, and it leads straight up to a palisade, a gate in the jungle, and you're up near the ocean now. You can literally see the ocean from here.
There's a gate, you say?
Yeah, a gate. It's like a 15-foot high wall made of thick palm logs that have been lashed together with stout vines. And the bottoms are set into the ground. There's a door. It's braced up with more palm logs. It's closed. It looks very roughly made, but it has been reinforced with iron bands. And there are these... it's like a cove. This dotted line that you guys see on the map, it's actually like a cove, a cave, a sea cave, but the ceiling is like 150 feet tall, and this leads inside it. These are like this is like a column of rocks supporting the cove mouth, and this is basically part of the mountain. There's a bit of a mountain up here. You can see some tropical jungle plants around here. You can hear the breezy sounds of the ocean, and you can smell the seawater, and I feel like it's pretty chill. The ocean's just over here. That's the way that Turek pointed, but you don't see dragonbait. You don't see any people with beards. You just see this gate.
Hey, gate. You guys take dragon bait? Open up.
Oh my god, can someone else carry me? He's talking to a gate.
Hello?
The gate does not respond.
I think you have to get closer.
Okay.
We need it inside this gate.
I will knock on this door, or if this is a door.
Was it open?
No, it's closed.
I knock.
Alright, you knock on this enormous gate, and a voice calls out from beyond. Who's that? In common.
It's Orion. Who are you?
I'm the one asking the questions. What's your business here?
One of our guys came this way.
You want in?
Sure.
Well, hold up. I gotta get permission from the captain. How many of you are there?
Under 20.
Number.
1, 2. He takes a really long time counting. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus a goat.
Are you armed?
Heavily.
No drawing weapons if you're inside here.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. Just hold tight. And you wait a good 10 minutes. And then the gate opens. And you see a sailor. He's got a red bandana wrapped around his head. He's wearing some very light clothes. Nice, light, long sleeve white shirt. Looks like your dwarf sailor type. He's got a cutlass sheathed by his side. But he draws it after he takes this massive, heavy wooden bar off of the gate and sets it down next to the gate. Whooshing! And he kind of angles it towards you. 1, and he starts counting, pointing his cutlass with every count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a goat. Alright then. You can check the bar if your mate is in there and grab a drink. And
What is this place?
he looks around. Get inside and then we'll answer your questions. I can't leave these gates open. As you look up, you can see a structure that seems to be built from the hull of a ship. and it's upside down. The bow is pointed kind of towards you, and you can see some doors and some windows, and you can smell the sound of ale, and you can hear people carousing inside. There's also a watchtower 30 feet above the it's kind of built above the ship, and there's an enormous ballista pointed at you.
I want to go back to where you said we can smell the sound of ale. I want to revisit that.
Come on, get in, quick! And he like gestures you all in by swinging his cutlass around. When you get in, he just says to one of you, "Yeah, give me a hand with this." And there's these enormous wooden beams that he's got kind of up against the gate, and he just wants someone to help him secure the gate once more. Oh, you've got gold because Bosco's bilge takes nothing less. And he points to this door. As you look,
of diamond.
as you look around, you see this very ramshackle structure. There are a couple of barrels and crates and provisions. This is basically the wall of the cove over here. Looking out to your left, you also see a dock. There is some like wooden wreckage, some driftwood floating around in the ocean, getting washed up on the shore, and there's a very rocky shore. There's no real beach here. Okay, you guys move up into Bosco's Bilge. I'll move you guys on over to a different map. Alright, the doors are swing doors. They're both closed currently. You can hear some noise from within. So, yeah, there's some carousing. The doors are still closed. There's some carousing. You can hear people, singing sea shanties. You guys are over here now. You can kind of see some people moving around through portholes, which have been converted into windows. No glass. Strong smell of ale and seawater mixed together here.
I'll open the door and walk inside.
Okay. You push the door open, and then it's just dead silence. And as you head into the structure, you see this tavern filled full of sailors, drunken sailors. The room contains some benches, some stools. There's a bar. There's many tables. There's a few vacant seats. But all in all, most of the sailors just turn and just stare directly at you guys. All of the conversations stop. The sea shanties stop. The drinking stop. People stop drinking their flagons of ale. And every single person in the tavern is looking at you guys.
So, Uthgard walks into a bar. No? Alright.
You see mostly humans here. There are a few people of note that stand out. You get absolutely no response from that joke. You see barkeep is a female that has a poacher's bow just slung straight over her shoulder. There is a man that might only have one hand because you can't see one of his hands. It's just like a cuff. There's no hook or anything on it. He does have a pipe sticking out of his mouth. He looks like a swashbuckling type, a sea fellow. There's also this guy who looks like a hardened captain with one ruby set into his eye. Some sort of sea captain. And other than that, it's just drunken sailors, and this place reeks. And the barkeep, she just glares at you, Orion. And she kind of snorts a little bit. Shut the fuck up and take a seat, she says.
God. Yeah, fine.
We'll just tell him we're going south.
What's on the house?
She snorts a little bit. And she's like chewing some tobacco. She spits it under the bar. She goes over, there's a rickety wooden cabinet behind her, and she swipes the filthiest looking mug that she can find. And she takes an even dirtier rag. It literally has barnacles growing on it, and she wipes out the inside of the mug and then holds it up and squints one eye and takes a look inside it. And then she slams it down on the bar. And there's so much scum built up around this rickety tin mug. Some of the scum actually cracks when she slams it down. And she looks at you. This size alright for you? There ain't that many spare cups at the moment.
Yeah, it's fine.
She swipes it back off the bar and she holds it under the bar and taps this thick, black, tar-like ale. That'll be 5 gold, she says.
What? 5 gold? For a drink?
If you ain't paying up, then things are going to get ugly.
Yeah, sure. I'll grumble and give 5 gold.
You bitch.
She swipes the 5 gold, throws it under the bar. You can hear the sound of rattled coins. Who's next? Meanwhile, every other sailor in this entire joint is just staring at you guys. This hasn't been a single word of conversation from anyone else.
Has anybody got a ship?
No, thank you. I just had my fill.
If you're sitting, then you're drinking, the barkeep says.
I ain't paying 5 gold for poison.
Yeah, it's not even dwarven.
A heap of sailors kind of... They get up from their seats, you hear the wooden legs of their chairs scraping along the ground, and they draw cutlasses. What? One of them yells at you guys. And one of the captains, he holds up his one hand that you see. Hold up. You runts! Get back to drinking. I'll handle these ones. And this man comes walking over, smoking his pipe. He's like starts creating a heap of smoke from his pipe, and it wafts all over his face. You can see his beard stained yellow from smoke. And
Jasmine just scratches the back of her head and says, sorry about my friend. He can be a bit of a monomouth when things are inconsiderate.
This man puffs his chest out, and you can see that he's spent more of his life out at sea than anywhere else. And he just stares at you, Jasmine, and keeps on puffing his pipe. And he doesn't say anything for a brief moment, just keeps on getting more smoke up in his face. You said you need a ship? Huh?
We need a ship.
We do need to.
Well, it's more we were looking for a friend that supposedly we were told was taken in here. But it looks like you guys have a ship, and that's exactly what we're looking for as
Friend?
Yes, he's a dragon-born looking fella.
Take a look around, love. Do you see any dragonborn looking fellas here?
No, but again, we're still looking for him. We were told he came into this I'm guessing village or fort that you guys.
He's got a pterodactyl head.
He reveals his hand. He kind of pushes it forward out of the cuff that was concealing his hand before, and he rests it on this ornate dagger in his satch. And he puffs his chest out to you closer and leans in. Well, there ain't no dragon folk here. Got it? Perhaps she was mistaken. This here is Jahaka Anchorage. It's a trade port. You looking to trade? Or you looking for passage? What is it?
Could be a bit of both. What is it that you have for trade?
It's all commercial. You got some sort of contract? You got something to offer? Some trade goods? What do you got? Wheat? Flour? Goats?
Goat milk.
Goat milk? Is this a sample? And he points to the goat. Huh?
Yep, that's the goat.
It's great for making cocktails.
That's a skinny looking goat.
Hey. His name is Fluffy.
Well, we pay by the pound. Perhaps you'd like to come into my office where we can have more of a private conversation.
Sure.
Everyone's still just in dead silence, and then everything kind of resumes. Everyone starts chattering once again. Things go back to normal in the bar. And Bosco, he leads you through the drunken sailors. Many of them are actually just passed out. They're just like, their faces flat on tables, ale mugs spilled by their side. Other drunkards are, yeah. And when you go near them, Petra, they're very chauvinistic. They try to catcall you.
Yeah, she just kind of ignores him and keeps on following the guy.
Jasmine just sits in the corner, just with a disgust look on her face.
Okay, you guys step into Bosco's office, and there's a little Deinonychus in here. Looks like a little guard animal. Don't worry about that one, that's Knucklebones. He's tame as...
It's Turek.
He's as tame as a sea bitch. Alright. And in here there's it's very cluttered. There's a couple of benches. It reeks of spilled beer, stale tobacco smoke, old food. There is a small oven, and there's a desk with a big pile of paperwork, a few crates, and a few barrels. And the Deinonychus is kind of looking at you all and yapping and whatnot. And Bosco just says, "Ah!" and just kind of calms it down. "Where's the goat?" Bosco says as he looks around. And he ushers everyone in his office.
Ryan, did you bring the goat?
Yeah, I guess I let a goat through a bar.
Okay. Alright, I'll move everyone in the office. Alright, when you're in there, you're all crammed into this tiny little office, and there's very little ventilation, a lot of smoke. And he looks down at the still defender. That's something else that you're looking to trade?
I don't think so. It belongs to the gnome over there, and I point.
Gnome.
Gnome.
Ah. Huh. Well, is it for trade or is it not for trade?
It's not.
How many goats we talking? He crosses his arms, but he still has his hand on his dagger.
Well, I counted 2.
This is your sample. It's a bit skinny, but we pay by the pound. So, how many pounds we talking? How many pounds of goat you packing?
I believe we only have the one goat.
What? Are you telling me that you're wasting my time here? With one damn goat?
Depends. We have coin. So, what is it that you sell?
I told ya! We're commercial. We don't sell to passers-by. What the hell are you all doing this deep in the jungle anyway? It's not often that people come here to find trade.
And why are you set up here?
I told ya! For trade!
We were exploring, really. We were exploring Cholt, and we happened upon this place. We do need a ship to go places, but we possibly need supplies.
Who you working for?
I give him the name Silvervein, I think.
So, it's forgot her name now. It's
Yeah,
you've just confused me. It's Syndra Sylvanas.
Syndra. There we go. So yeah, I give him Syndra's name.
Never heard of her.
I doubt you would hear about every single person in Cholt.
I'm gonna have to pat you all down now. I need to make sure that you are who you say you are, and not who you say you isn't. You can understand that.
Aye.
Alright, he keeps one hand on his dagger and he gets you guys to line up and he just does a quick frisk search. And he's looking around and he's frisk searched everyone. He's not looking for weapons or anything like that. I'm gonna have to check through your bags. Is that alright? Is anyone gonna have a problem with that?
I have no problem with it, but what is it that you're looking for exactly?
If I find it, you'll know.
Yeah. Jasmine just happily opens her bag, just gets a small bit of jerky out and chews on it.
Alright, he'll go through all your stuff, just checking everything with one hand. It takes quite a while. You're here for about 30 minutes just waiting. Ah! And he finally finds what he's looking for. It's this. So what are you then? Flaming fist? Huh? Are yous flaming fists?
Yes, we are.
No. No, we're not.
Make a deception check, Yarzo. Someone's saying they is, and someone's saying they isn't. So which is it?
We're not.
Oh, he seems to be convinced that he is, and I'm becoming inclined to believe it. My failed insight check.
I thought they were. I'm quite new to this party.
We're not Flaming Fists. We ran across them and we had to deal with them. We found this.
That was the
Figured
wrong play.
it wouldn't burden us to carry.
All right then. I got it. So, you're looking for passage, is it? You said you want to get on a ship.
Yep.
Well, there are
We're-
3 trade vessels. I'll have you know: the Dragon Fang, the Emerald Eye, and the Sturge. One of them is out at sea at the moment. Another one is anchored. And another one is docked. We're loading up some of our trade supplies as it speaks. We could get your passage. And he starts to spit and cough up all this disgusting phlegm all over this oven, which I'm pretty sure the meals are prepared here. It's like a kitchen / office, and he just kind of wipes it with this like dirty cloth haphazardly. You do notice there are some, this is definitely the kitchen. There are some provisions here. Looks like some like rotten fish and other jungle delights. You can kind of see through this lid. Looks like roasted snake and stuff like that. And yeah, it looks like there's like a little dish full of rotten food that the dinosaur's kind of chewing on. Anyway, he says, yeah, I notice you guys noticing the oven. You should try some of the food. We're not really known for our food, though. We're more known for our drink. Now,
Yes.
forgive the barkeep. She was just testing you. That 5 gold, I think, has earned you all a round of drinks. Now, finest sailing ships this side of Cholt, you'll find. Passage. Well, it'll be 5 gold per day each. Where are you looking at heading?
Does he have a map, or do we have to use?
He doesn't produce a map or any sort of nautical chart. He just kind of wants to know where you're heading. You heading back to Port 9 Zaro, are ya? I think we've got a ship heading to Fort
Okay.
Balerion.
We're gonna follow the island south.
Yeah.
South? There ain't nothing that way.
There's another island.
You're telling me you've come all the way into the jungle to get lost, to get even more lost?
Yes.
That's why we need the supplies as well. If you're selling.
Alright. If that's where you want to go, we'll get you aboard one of these ships, mates. But they ain't be leaving till tomorrow. We're still loading up. We'll be heading out at first light. And he takes a couple of papers here and he eyes them as he's puffing his pipe.
By chance, do you know anything about the mine that's nearby?
Just hold up, Missy. And he holds up his hand. Taking off his dagger for the first time. You'll be aboard the Emerald Eye with Captain Aram al-Sarak. He likes gemstones, he does. And now, what was he saying?
Do you know anything about the mine near here?
Mine?
Aye.
Abandoned. There ain't no gold or any gemstones there, lassie, or any sort of ore. I think it was actually a copper mine. But, nothing. We've already searched it. Some dwarves built it way back when. Anyway, I best let you get to your drinking. There'll be a drink on the house for all of you. We don't exactly have accommodations for your kinds. All of these fellas sleep on the ship. So you can pull up a bedroll wherever you want. And then he just kind of walks out and like ushers you guys out. Alright, out! Wench! Drinks for all of them!
Before we leave, is the ship in port so we can take a look at it?
It's getting dark out, and the men are busy loading it up. You best not disturb them. There'll be bunks waiting for you, and you'll be expected to work.
Okay.
You said the captain likes gems. Is it that captain there with the gem in his eye?
That's him.
I can't steal that gem and give it back to him then.
I'd like to see you try that. Now, all of you get a drink at the bar. If you wanna work, live, shit and eat with the sailors, you gotta drink like them too. Alright, he directs you guys to the bar, and the barkeep has a drink for all of you.
Part of strong beard, please.
She just pours you guys all a drink. It's the same thick black ale in a dirty tin mug. And she pours one for everyone. Alright, you guys try to stomach this stuff, and you don't know how they drink it. If they're not known for their food, you find it hard to believe they're known for their drink either, because it is rough. Yeah, so you probably don't. You probably don't mind it.
There's a few dwarves in here, so.
Bosco's watching, and like he says, "Do you like it?"
It's all right.
All right. What would you say to the Master of Ale about it?
A couple more years.
Huh. I'm the Master of Ale.
Perhaps it's not the ale itself, but what it's being served in.
What are you trying to say?
Could afford better cup.
Huh. It's not the cup that makes the drink. It's the drink that makes the cup. Alright? You heard that saying before, haven't you?
When I was drunk.
Okay. You guys all have a drink, and then alright, it gets kind of dark now. And it's getting super rowdy. You feel like fights are going to be like breaking out and stuff, so you probably don't want to stay in here. People are getting increasingly aggressive with you guys, and everyone's giving you dirty looks.
I just getting out of there.
So is Jasmine.
Okay. Alright, you guys get out and you can you'll probably need like torches to get around or a lantern or something. I'll move you guys out of the tavern.
Asimar's got dark vision, so all good.
I will light a torch.
Kind of referring to the people that need it.
Okay. I also got 10 spare if anyone needs them.
There are
You've still got
some torches and sconces, and yeah, it's nighttime now. It's like you're probably you probably only had like 1 or 2 drinks, so you're not like, you guys aren't like really drunk. You're just kind of a little bit tipsy, and if you even manage to finish a single drink, because those of you that don't have strong stomachs probably couldn't stomach it. And the food is... Did anyone want to try the food?
Nope. I want to check.
Nope.
I didn't think so. After seeing him literally just spit on the stove.
I did want to check my stuff to make sure that guy didn't steal anything, though.
Yeah, I wanted to check my stuff as well.
You guys go through your possessions and nothing is missing.
Right, so I'm gonna look at the others and say, according to what Turek told us, Dragon, he's in here somewhere. So let's start looking. Maybe they were missing.
I saw, like, in the northwestern corner, I saw, like, some bars. If they're keeping him, they might be there.
Just go look.
I can't see Seb.
I'll read.
I'm over here.
Send
No,
to the
I'm
map
over
for
here.
you. Okay, as you look around, there's a guy on a ballista, like 30 feet above you here. He's just kind of, you're not sure if he's even awake. He's just kind of leaning on it. There's a guy guarding the door, and the sound of the carousing from the bar is becoming a little bit kind of distant now, and you're just hearing the sounds of waves crashing up on the shore. And it's nighttime. It's kind of cool here next to the ocean, so it feels kind of nice. This is nice for your characters. It's better than being in the sticky jungle covered in mud and getting eaten by zombie dinosaurs. Alright, as you look around, there's a small pier and another column of rock. Alright, the cave, it's like the very back of the cove is like 150 feet tall, but then it narrows down to about 60 feet as you look out to the ocean to the west. You see bits of driftwood, and well, there should be some light up here. Alright, there are some sailors that are loading the ship, and they look like they have the assistance of some Choltons as well, and they're still taking provisions from Bosco's Bilge to this other sailing ship, and you believe this is the one that you'll be sailing on in the morning. There's a bunch of sailors here.
What's a Volton? Is that like a native?
That's his name. You just see this it's like he's a barbarian. Kind of looks like he's a Hulk.
I thought it was like a villager or something.
Now he actually looks like he's from the Sword Coast. Probably like Alaskan or Waterdavian. Probably Alaskan, or actually, he's very rough looking. So he's up from like Luskan area, Alaskan. So yeah, they're taking some supplies. They've got crates and stuff that they're sliding along the ground from this doorway up onto this pier and loading it onto the ship.
I'll go up to the tribal warrior, or this person whose name I don't see under her. Hey!
You get everything wrong about that person. They're not a she, they're not a tribal, they're not a warrior.
Solid. That's what I get for generalizing.
Alright, yeah, you just like they're loading some cargo, and there is actually a crane system that they're using from the warehouse. The tribal warrior stops and looks at you, and just starts speaking in Cholton, which is like a series of clicks and whistles and things like that.
Do you speak common?
The tribal warrior looks at you a little bit more and gives you a smile, and then he keeps on moving the cargo up. And one of the sailors calls out to you, "Oi!" And he looks like the sailors are not really doing much. They're just kind of sitting around smoking, drinking some ale. And this guy is just sitting on the pier here. "Oi! We're trying to work here. Who are
Hey, you
you?"
got a drunk? Don't worry about it. Do you got a drunk tank?
Huh? Why are you asking?
I think one of our buddies got picked up. We want to bail him out.
Nope. No one. Empty.
Can I make an insight check on that obvious lie?
Sure. Your character doesn't believe him. He didn't even like check or anything.
Okay.
Just straight up just said it was empty. And he does give away the fact that they do have some sort of prison or dungeon.
All right.
Hey, you're the ones that will be sailing with us to Murray, are you?
That's us.
You looking to find somewhere to sleep?
Yeah, actually.
You can sleep in the rowboats if you want. And he points to a couple of rowboats that are docked here. Does anyone actually have like a sailor background here? Or a part of their backstory?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Well,
No.
for your characters, this is not really your comfortable area of expertise. But yeah, there's just a short pier here, a couple of rowboats, and this looks like a sailing ship. It's not very big actually. So they offer you these boats to sleep in. Yeah, this is actually not even a sailing ship. This is like a cutter. So you think it's not exactly. I mean, it's good. It's quick. So you guys need someone to sleep. There's just a couple of simple dinghies here. They're empty. They have some oars in them. And alright, you guys feel the rocking of the waves, and you just try to get comfortable. The sailor sees the still defender and the goat, and he says, "Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! No animals, not on the boat. There's a pen for them that they can stay in.
Okay.
Because they're unpredictable. They could capsize you during the night. And animals should be kept in pens." And he'll take the goat and still defender and he'll put them in a pen.
Hey, the Steel Defender is not an animal. Can't you tell he's made out of metal? He's staying with me.
I said, not in a boat.
And I said, does this look like any kind of animal to you? Look at it, it's metal. It's not going to be doing anything unpredictable like capsizing the boat.
I don't care if it's made from horse shit. It ain't sleeping here. You can sleep elsewhere then, if you love it so much. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, I'll set up on the beach, I guess.
Have fun. Have a nice romantic night. I get it because he's gonna be mine. Okay.
Hope you guys enjoy getting robbed.
All right. You guys find somewhere to sleep. Millhouse goes and sleeps. He goes off by himself on the rock. Does anyone want to go with him, or just leave him to go by himself?
Go on, Jasmine.
Oh! Oh! Look at you! Oh! Oh!
Jasmine,
Oh!
Jasmine, the skin, dirty, Claire.
Can we set up a watch first night, please?
And I got my dog to watch for me. But, yeah.
Okay. Alright, Orion, Avon, Yazo, the three of you sleeping in the dinghies. He does take the goat. He takes the goat like into the bilge.
That's fine.
Alright, alright. Petra, Jasmine, Millhouse, you guys just find somewhere near the rocks to sleep. And one of the sailors just like yells at you, "Oi! No loitering there! Go out on the pier!" He says, and he points to this pier. He's like yelling from atop this, like from the ballista. Like this is a thoroughfare. "You're gonna get trampled or robbed from all the drunkards. It'll be safer over there." Alright, Ryan says he wants to set up a watch, so three of you want to take shifts in the dinghies?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
It's getting pretty late and your characters are tired. Alright, so the three of you doing a watch. Millhouse is having the Still Defender watch. And as you guys just settle in for a good night's sleep, listening to the sounds of the crashing waves lull you into a dream. Who's taking first watch out of the three to the north?
I'll take first watch.
Who's taking second?
I will.
You want to take second, Avon?
Yeah.
Alright, and Ryan takes third watch. Do 3 alternating watches. Alright, during the first watch, you guys just see a heap of these drunkards spill out, and many of them do pass right over this way. There would definitely be some of them like kicking you guys and whatnot. Not all the sailors exit though. Only a handful of them and that captain with the gemstone in his eye. About 7 of them in total. And Bosco and these other sailors, they don't go anywhere. So they kind of spill out and they seem to sleep on the ship.
At least our captain's not going to be drunk then.
And alright, so it's on the second watch now that I need everyone to make a constitution save. You guys that are already sleeping, are just asleep. Whoever is conscious starts to feel like very drowsy. Okay. Alright, Ryan. Okay, yeah, you're on the watch, Avon, and you suddenly just pass out. You go to sleep. You're full unconscious. Now, so you're already sleeping. Orion, you're asleep. And everyone else here is asleep next to the Still Defender. Okay. I'll have everyone make a history check. Just as a point of reference. Alright, we're just going to go over to Millhouse, Petra, Jasmine. Jasmine, you are awoken during the night. It must be just past midnight, to the sound of the Still Defender barking. And you see the barbarian and 2 hooligans approaching Millhouse and Petra and yourself.
Hey guys there! Petra, Millhouse, we got company!
You call out to Petra and Millhouse, and they don't wake up, and you're like yelling right at them. These couple of hooligans and this barbarian, they just chuckle. Ha ha! Oh, you're a tough one then, aren't you? They say to you, Jasmine. Don't worry, Missy. We're gonna get you aboard the ship just fine. And they're gonna attack. I'm gonna roll initiative. And meanwhile, alright, this is happening simultaneously. While Avon, Yazo, and Orion are passed out, there are some sailors grabbing you guys. I'm just going to roll them into initiative too. Alright, the Still Defender Millhouse, I think in the absence of orders, is it just dodge?
Absence of orders, it dodges.
Okay. It'll be dodging. And yeah, usually it would wake you up, but you're not awakening. You must have had too much to drink. And I'll touch on that history check later. Only Avon will be able to succeed that one for recalling lore. Okay, so Still Defenders dodges. Orion, you're asleep. Wait, why is the thingy gone that way? That's weird.
Will I challenge you? Still defender.
Turig, you're asleep. Wait, why is... Oh, I didn't take everyone off the turn order last time. Let me fix that up. Everyone's still in the turn order from last initiative. I forgot to clear it. Alright, let me just clear that now. Okay. Alright, Millhouse, you're not waking up, even being yelled at straight in your face. You're not stirring. Yeah. Push that thing in the ocean, it will sink. I'll grab this guy. And yeah, this guy just grabs you, Millhouse. He starts dragging you away. Oh, you heavy fucker. Oh. Dragon Bait's not in the turn order either. That was from last time. Alright, Jasmine. They're like they're snatching people. What do you do? You're the only one that's conscious.
Yeah, for an interaction, I try to shake Petra up and then take a couple of shots at the one that's dragging Millhouse away.
Yeah, you can tell Petra's not going to wake up. Like, if she was just sleeping, just yelling at her would wake her up. You could try and use your action to shake her awake. That would be an action, though.
Okay.
So it's up to you what you want to do.
Yeah, but I'll take a couple of shots.
Okay, which guy is shooting?
The one that's dragging Millhouse away.
Okay, alright, you cast Hunter's Mark. You will have to kind of stand up as well because you've just woken up.
Yeah.
Alright, you stand up, you cast Hunter's Mark, you grab your bow, and miss.
Second one.
Hit. Alright, you're sticking with the arrow. I'll take that first. Hunter's mark damage. Ah! Fuck! They shot me!
Last one for the first round.
And it's a miss. Ryan, you're just asleep.
Is Ragda asleep?
Radka is not asleep, but you don't know that.
Can he bite me?
Maybe.
Okay.
You wouldn't know if he bites you or not unless you wake up. You're not sure what's happening at the moment. You're unconscious. You're unaware of your surroundings. Alright, this barbarian, obviously this is the muscle. He's come in to attack you, Jasmine. And he's wielding a great axe and he's going to attack recklessly. So he has advantage. Alright, the defender gets in the way and bites onto the guy's axe. Ah! Hey, shoot this dog! Bolton yells out to the man on the ballista. Alright, Yazo, let me just check something else. You rolled kind of low on that con save, I believe. Oh no, you rolled good. Yeah, you wake up on your turn. And there's like these sailors reaching down for you they're grabbing you and Orion.
Okay, I'll stab the one grabbing Orion.
Alright, you will need to make an acrobatics check to fight on the boat. The boat's swinging side to side. You can use half your movement to stand up. You can grab your rapier because you weren't awake. And you can easily balance.
Yeah, so I'll stab that one. I don't know if I don't really know what's going on, so I'll do it non-lethally.
Okay.
I missed him.
Yeah, that misses.
Can I wake up Orion for a free action?
You can attempt to wake someone up by shaking them as an action.
Oh, okay.
Or you can just yell at them. Yelling at them will wake them up if they're asleep.
Yep, okay, I'll yell at him. Why I wake up and I was like,
doesn't wake him up. You must be drugged.
Okay, can I get off the boat? Is it possible to do that? Or back onto the
You've got
boat?
15 feet left. Yeah, you could jump up. This guy's like kind of leaning down. He's like in the midst of going down like that. You'll have to basically climb the rope, Yazo. You'd have to make an acrobatics check, and you'd have to go up this way. But this guy won't let you go through his space.
Okay.
You can make another acrobatics check. This one's going to be more difficult. Alright, you basically tightrope walk up there. Alright, when you do that, the sailor is going to attack you. He has a scimitar.
Oh, I was going to disengage, but I didn't say it. So.
Yeah, you didn't disengage. And he hits you for 3 damage.
Hang on. Shield.
Okay. You block the attack with a shield.
Oh, it's only 3 damage.
You,
okay, cool.
it's a miss.
That's all I can do.
Alright, no, this is Petra from the wrong initiative order. Alright, this sailor, he's like in the midst of dragging Avon up from the rowboat. But he sees you like escaping, Yazo, and he's just going to try and grab you, a grapple. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. And you slip straight out of his grip with ease. Alright, Petra, yeah, you're unconscious. Nothing that you're hearing is waking you up. And the same goes for Avon. I just realized that something else happens. There's other sailors that were supposed to go too. The sailor manning the ballista is going to shoot the ballista. And he's going to shoot it at Jasmine. Alright, from the top of the ship, bilge, tavern, Jasmine, a ballista bolt hits you for 20 points of piercing damage. And that's the only sailors. Oh no, there's other sailors. This one's going to be grappling Orion and dragging him out of the boat. This guy's going to help him as well. So they're both going to drag you out onto the pier for now, and then they're just going to leave you there. Drop in the grapple. They have to use their actions and movement to do that. And that was actually it for the sailors. Avon, you're still unconscious. Alright, these hooligans just have some clubs in their hands. And one of them's going to just try and shove the still defender. The still defender can make an athletics or an acrobatics check. He tries to push it into the water. He tries to shove it, but it doesn't budge. And this other hooligan that Jasmine shot, he pulls out a heavy crossbow and he fires back at Jasmine, and that misses. Alright, still defender's just dodging still. And Millhouse, as you're being dragged off, you're completely oblivious to everything that is going on around you.
Just of note, the still defender can move on its own. It can't move anywhere now, but it can move on its own. It just can't make an attack or repair itself.
Okay. Well, did you want it to move? It would probably go after you if it could, but these guys are kind of blocking its way at the moment.
Yeah. If I knew if it could move earlier, I would have put it there between Petra and Jasmine, but it's a bit late for that.
Alright, this guy is... Oh, is there two? Oh, this guy already had his turn. I forgot that he was on a different initiative count. So yeah, he shot at Jasmine. And Jasmine, you're up.
Okay, knowing that I'm blocked from shooting, I attack the barbarian in front of me.
Now you have advantage on him, because he's reckless.
Yes, of course, because he went reckless.
That misses.
Second swing.
That hits him. Also, you need to make a Constitution save, Jasmine. I forgot to give you the for concentration. Concentration check. You've still got your Hunter's Mark. Alright, you catch him for 5 damage, and he's so tough. He just kind of smiles when you stab him. Is that all you got? We're gonna get along just fine. Don't worry, lass. You're still coming on the boat.
Smelling the reek of his breath, she just says, I doubt that.
Alright, Ryan, you're still just completely unconscious. Oblivious to everything that's happening around you. Radgar is yelling, "Hey Ryan, wake up!" But it's not waking you up. This barbarian is going to attack you back, Jasmine, recklessly. And he hits you for 5 slashing damage. Yazo.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on this side. I'm gonna wake up at Elvin.
Alright, when you shake him awake violently like that with your action, it actually does snap him out of it, and he wakes up, he stirs.
Oh.
I'm shaking with 3 hands.
Well, it's an action to cast Mage Hand.
Oh, okay, alright then. And then I'll disengage, I guess. Go back to here.
How much movement do you have? 25?
25, yeah.
So you started there.
I was there, wasn't I?
Oh, were you there? Okay.
I think it was like next to Orion, trying to yell in his face.
Okay. Alright. This sailor is going to He's just gonna try and boot you. Push kick you off the deck. Or off the pier, sorry, Yazo. Make an athletics and acrobatics check. And he's way too slow, you just jump out of the way. He skirts around you a little bit. This guy's gonna still just try and grab Avon. Shit, just grab all that you can! And Avon, you need to make an athletics or an acrobatics check. You awaken to this sailor just trying to grab you, pull you up from the dinghy. And you just push him back. Meanwhile, this guy is going to keep on... He's actually got Orion grappled. He's going to just keep on pulling Orion back. So he'll move 20 feet of movement there. And when he gets here, he's just like, as he's dragging Orion, he's going to try and kick you, Yazo. Kick you into the ocean. Make an athletic or an acrobatics check. Piss off! Ugh! Miss. And then the other sailor that has the ballista is going to fire at Jasmine again. Actually, sorry, no. He is going to load the ballista on his turn. It takes multiple turns to shoot a ballista. Petra, you're still completely unconscious. You're unaware of your surroundings. Avon, you open your eyes. You're prone. You can use half your movement to stand up. You can grab an item if you like.
Okay. I'll grab my shield.
You were on watch. You were on watch. So you're actually ready, in fact. So if you had your shield on, you still have it on. Because you actually just fell unconscious from the poison. And then
action.
It was...
You wake up Orion.
If you can get within 5 feet, yeah, which you can. You can jump up there. It's difficult terrain to like jump up, but you've got plenty of movement. Oh, you've got enough.
I'll slap him in the head with my action.
Okay, yeah, you've got just enough to get there with your 35 feet of movement, and you snap him out of it. He wakes up. Orion, your bag and whatnot is still in the dinghy. They haven't taken that. All your stuff is in there.
Gotcha.
With my bonus action, I am going to a sanctuary for myself.
Okay. Ragda just chuckles. That was a good slap. Fun. I like that.
I'm not sure we could kill these guys.
I don't think he's awake. You need to slap him again, Ragda says.
Shut up, Ragda.
Alright, the hooligan next to the still defender just says, Now, Poppy, it's alright. You're just gonna go for a nice little swim. And he tries to push the still defender into the ocean again. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. He pushes it into the water. And it'll sink. And it can make an athletics check on its turn to try and stay afloat. And then this guy runs up here. This guy is going to actually use his action to grapple Millhouse again and drag Millhouse another 15 feet towards the ship. Alright, the still defender is sinking. It's very heavy. It'll need an athletics check not to sink to the bottom.
How far down does it sink?
it'll sink to the bottom. It'll sink. Well, it needs to make an athletics check first to see if it's going to sink. It needs to either sink or swim. It's nighttime, so it doesn't have any visibility of how deep it is. There's no light piercing the water. Alright, well, it's able to swim this round, and at the moment it's on the surface of the ocean, treading water.
So how steep are these cliffs on the side? Too steep for to get up?
The cliffs are difficult terrain. It could potentially climb up onto the pier if it wanted to. It would be another athletics check for that.
That's 10. Getting a bit of lag.
Yeah, swimming speed would be halved for it. So, what's his movement speed?
40.
So yeah, it can go 4 squares.
Reset it again.
Yeah, you could get up there. It will need an athletics check just to try and clamber back onto the pier.
I'll have an attempt to climb back up onto the pier from here.
Alright, this hooligan is going to try and hit it. He's just got like a mace, a blackjack. And he hits the still defender for 8 bludgeoning. Alright, it can climb up onto the rocks, no problem. If it wants to get onto the pier, it can do that with a 14 as well. It's actually only a short, like, foot or so above the water there. So he climbs up. I mean, House, you're still just unconscious. You're being dragged off. And I keep doing this all again with the other guy. He already took his turn. I'll remember next turn. Alright, Jasmine.
Well, Jasmine's gonna keep. If she's gonna go down, she's gonna go down with a fight. So she's gonna attack the hooligan next to the barbarian.
You want to try and wake up your allies to get some extra help?
Actually, yeah, I might set Petra up.
Okay. You grab Petra, you can see that the fight's not going well for you. And using your action, you manage to wake her up. Shaking her does it. She wakes up from sleep. Petra, you open your eyes, you're still next to your stuff. You've got these sailors like hovering over you. And
What's going on?
We're being harassed onto the boat.
do you want to take a bonus action or do any more movement, Jasmine?
Well, I only got about 5 movement back before I'm up against a rock, so I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. The ending a turn. Alright, Ryan. You awake to the sailors trying to drag you aboard the ship. And Avon, you suspect that this is a bit of an operation they have here. They basically they would actually do this in pubs and whatnot in like the 50s. Basically, they would they get people into the bar. They'd give them a drink. They'd spike the drink. They would fall unconscious, and they'd wake up the next day on a ship and be forced to work for the next 7 or 8 months before being returned to their families. So, unless you're looking for 7 or 8 months of hard labor, I would suggest trying to get out of this.
Are the tribal warriors fighting? Or they just watching?
They're just watching at the moment. They've stopped work.
I'll rage immediately on waking up. Am I being grappled?
You are currently not. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, this guy's grappled you. He's still. Yeah, he's had you grappled that whole time. Forgot to give you the grapple icon.
Can I stand up, or do I have to be ungrappled to move?
Your movement speed 0, so you're not able to stand.
Then, from prone, can I recklessly attack the guy grappling me?
Sure. Advantage, disadvantage.
Put rage on.
I'm glad I've dragged this guy out of the boat and he doesn't have any weapons, he says. What the fuck? My arm! He's ripped it off! And you just claw him along the arm. He's bleeding profusely. Get the others! Shit! Fuck! Miss. You have 3 attacks?
Yeah, with werewolf claws.
Is it a bonus action?
It's not actually. I'll put it in chat.
Okay. Alright, with the claw, that third claw then, you just, as you just grab him by the beard, lean down and you just grab him by the neck and rip his neck out, basically, and throw him into the water. You're no longer grappled.
I would like to stand up.
Okay. You stand up and the sailors shit themselves. Or maybe they already had shit themselves, but they smell like shit. Either way.
I growl and say, "Who's next?"
Shit. Meanwhile, this barbarian is just going to try and collect you with the flat of his blade, Jasmine. He recklessly attacks you. And I think that'll do it. He knocks you clean out. You're on 0 hit points. You're not dying, though. He knocks you unconscious. And Hunter's Mark will drop. You'll fall on the ground. Drop whatever you're holding. Full prone. And now for you. He looks down at Petra next. Yazo.
Okay, so I'll go. Go over here.
Alright, this sailor will swipe at you. And a big hit. 2 slashing damage.
I'll kind of dodge that one.
Right, you reduce it down to 1 damage.
Okay, then I'll bonus action that. Can I do? I was going to do a dart, but I can't because I've only got my rapier. I'm going to do a toll.
Who are you tolling?
The hooligan who's got Millhouse.
You need to pick the target first before rolling damage, so re-roll. Re-roll damage. 2d12. Alright, nothing happens. He resists.
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, it's the sailor's turns. Alright, the sailor on the blister, he's got it loaded. He's got it aimed. He hasn't shot yet. It actually takes 3 actions to shoot a ballista. There is a sailor near the gate, and he has now drawn a light crossbow, and he's going to fire at the still defender near the entrance gate. The still defender's hit for 5 piercing damage. Alright, we'll go over to the sailors near Avon and Orion. The guy here, he backs up onto the ship. And he nervously draws a crossbow and fires at Orion as he does that. And the bolt hits you for 1 damage, Orion. It basically bounces off you, and the sailor just looks terrified. This guy, he's got a different demeanor. You don't scare me. Yeah! He draws a cutlass and he swings at you, Orion, and he completely misses. All right, you do scare me. All right, Petra, you wake up. You can grab one thing. You can stand up if you like.
I will grab, I guess, my focus, stand up. And can I cast a spell while swimming?
Yeah, if you're like, yeah, swimming is just fine. If you're like underwater and you try a verbal component, that's a different story. You'll start to drown.
Okay, and question: if I cast like lightning bolt, if I'm on Jasmine, can I cast it like that, or I have to be the square here?
You'd have to be there.
Okay, so I'm going to most likely take an attack of opportunity from the...
Volton! Alright, Volton will swing. Hey, where ya going? You'll drown out there! He says, we're sexist, women can't swim! And he swings his great axe at you. And he... Alright, the Steel Defender comes out of nowhere and bites the handle of the axe. Stopping. Ah, god damn it! You stupid mutt! He yells, and that misses you.
And I will do a lightning bolt straight through all 3 of them, I believe.
Alright, you jump off of the dock and angle a lightning bolt up, and you shoot it up towards the guy manning the ballista. Alright, Hooligan next to you first. He makes a dex save. And he's directly hit. It almost drops him. Then Volton makes a dex save. He has +2 AC. He's got half cover from the hooligan in front of him. He dodges out of the way and a couple of arcs just skim him. And the guy on top with the wall, he has +5 to this. 3/4 cover. But he catches on fire. And he just kind of falls off and rolls down the curvature of the ship hull on fire, hitting the ground and making a convenient torch that also might catch the bilge on fire. Possibly.
Do I have anything else?
You hit the ocean, Petra, and it's rough enough that you're going to need an athletics check. Not to really sink, but to avoid getting thrown around by the waves. You're able to navigate the ocean just fine. You've used 25 feet though, so you're not going to be able to move anymore.
Okay. And that will be the end of my turn.
Avon.
Okay. Bonus. This is obviously going to take Sanctuary off, but bonus, I'm casting Spiritual Weapon right in front of this one.
Okay.
Probably miss.
11. It's a narrow miss. It almost hit him.
Then I'm going to Toll the Dead him as well.
Okay. You hear a loud gong, and he just collapses onto the ground, dead.
Ooh.
Falls onto the deck of the ship. Alright, this hooligan who just took the lightning bolt, he just screams, "Ah, you bitch!" And he's going to just try to whack you with his mace, Petra. Miss. Again. He hits you for 5 bludgeoning damage. At the start of this round, you hear the calling out of sailors. And if you haven't figured this out already, they're not merchants, they're pirates. Ah! They just spill out. Some from the ship and some from Bosco's Bilge. But we'll take a 10-minute break now, and we'll resume this fight shortly. Things are starting to get more intense.
We need to wake Millhouse up.
Yeah.
Millhouse is the only one that wakes up like 2 days later and stuck out at sea for the next 7 months. Forced to work for free labor. See you guys in a bit.
Yeah, I'm just knocked out cold.
Are you unconscious?
Yeah. Like, the barbarian guy just cut up for 5 damage, just backhanded his great axe to me, and I went down.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Okay. So. As you guys have awoken, you've found that the pirates are trying to snatch you guys for free labor. A fight has broken out, and more pirates / sailors have emerged from the tavern. The sailors, some of them are carrying torches to see and whatnot, so they're all illuminated, and they're stumbling around. They must be so drunk. Among them, however, is Bosco Daggerhand and his pet Knuckles. And Bosco has his ornate dagger, and he has that out, and he's coming in to give aid as well. So we'll take it from the top. Continue this fight, starting off with the Still Defender.
Where is Jasmine? I mean, I guess I wouldn't know.
Yeah, she's over.
I can't see her.
She was over on the other pier. Alright, Still Defender moves over there. Millhouse, you're still unconscious. Alright, emerging from the watchtower is a little gnome. She's swinging around a belaying pin, and she starts to conjure a spell. Some magic in her hand. She kind of jumps over the tops of the palm fronds and palm logs that constitute the wall of this watchtower. She looks down, sees Petra fleeing off spells, so she flings back at the Still Defender, because she can't reach Petra. She just shoots, like points her finger, and this green arrow is shot at the Still Defender. Magical green arrow. And it completely misses.
Somebody wake me up. Wake me up inside.
Okay,
Still asleep?
this hooligan, Millhouse, he's still dragging you away.
Surely he has bigger concerns at the moment.
He does. He has concerns of dragging you away. And, alright, he stops, he looks over his shoulder, and he does see Yazo coming his way. He lets go of you, because he needs 2 hands to load his crossbow. Takes out his heavy crossbow and fires at Yazo.
Oh,
Miss.
that's good.
And I have somehow awoken.
Oh, not yet.
You, I meant to take off a grapple icon, but you weren't even grappled. You're still asleep.
Thought you were saying boss.
You're actually having a really nice dream, Millhouse. You feel like you're just you're on like some sort of majestic throne, and you're being carried through the jungles of Chult, being hailed as the gnome of legend. But really, it's just you being dragged along the hard stone, cold ground.
It's Gnome.
Jasmine, you've been knocked unconscious, so you don't actually have a death saving throw, which is good. But you'll need to get some sort of healing to get back up. You don't have a death saving throw. Alright, Orion.
Can I reach my stuff in this boat?
If you jump down in there, then yeah.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay, you leap from the pier onto the dinghy. When you land, make me an acrobatics check. The sailor will actually swipe at you again when you move away. He misses. You land flat-footed, just fine, onto the deck of the
Can I use an
rowboat.
action Can I use an action to equip my shield?
Sure. And yeah, you'll be over here too. All right, you
And then
jump in, grab your shield, strap that shield to your arm.
And then I'll try to jump back.
All right, jumping back will be an athletics check.
Do I have advantage because rage?
Sure do. And you leap back up with ease.
And
Back
then
to wherever you want to move.
just right where it was, right here. And then a bonus action, I'll shift. I'll move that here.
Okay. Oh my goodness. They are some sideburns. Alright, Volton is just looking at the still defender. I've had enough of you, mutt. And he's going to attack the still defender recklessly.
He's still dodging.
Miss. Is he? He's dodging, right?
Yeah.
Have him attack.
Okay.
Dodge.
Alright. Yazo.
Okay, so I can stab him even with Millhouse there. Get my sneaky.
No. They have to be conscious to aid you. That's the reason why they're getting a sneak attack. If you're unconscious, you're incapacitated.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have to dash and then wake him up then.
Okay. Take a dash bonus action, run over, and you shake Millhouse awake. You look over Millhouse to see that your still defender has done nothing to try and get you out of the hands of this hooligan.
But Millhouse knows in his heart, even if Steel Defender could make it over to him, he couldn't have gotten him up.
Okay. Alright, it's all of the sailors' turns. / pirates. Alright. There's a couple that are dead on the deck of the ship. 7 more sailors spill forth. Scimitars / cutlasses drawn. And 4 of them rush forward, taking a dash action. Well, actually, 2 of them do. No, 4 of them do. And they're going to rush Orion and Avon. Well, the other one will dash up to there. The other 4, there's no like ballista on this cutter. They line up with heavy crossbows and they just start shooting. So light crossbows. 2 at Orion. That hits.
I didn't reckless this time, sorry, so they don't have advantage on that.
Oh yeah. All right. You hit for 3 piercing, and that will miss you. You've got cover. So your AC is 21 against these attacks. That hits your shield. They fire at Avon. Miss. One of them fires at Yazo. Miss. Alright, that's the ones on the ship. These other ones that come stumbling out are so drunk. They're all over the place. They stumble forward and some of them... one of them will move up to there. The other 3 kind of stumble out and they start shooting their crossbows. I'll do these 4 drunk sailors. They attack at disadvantage because they're effectively poisoned. This one will attack Yazo, and you can smell the ale on his breath. All right, he trips. He trips and lands scimitar first on Yazo, hitting you for 9 slashing.
All right. Yeah, I'll use my reaction on that one.
All right, you uncanny dodge it down to 4, and then the other 3 are firing light crossbows at you. At disadvantage, they're all drunk. And they're just firing off like in random directions. Alright, that's those ones. There are another 4 that have emerged. And the other ones must still be asleep or something because there were 16 of these guys in there. These ones are actually just going to be dashing. And just kind of crying out and spewing and... And then finally, you've got one sober sailor who shoots a light crossbow at Yazo. He's the one. He's the door guard. The nice fellow that let you guys in here. Miss. Alright, there's quite a few drunken sailors. What would you do? What should you do with them? Alright, Bosco does a bit of a whistle, and his Deinonychus comes screaming out. And it moves up. It sees Millhouse on the ground, so it pounces him. And it tries to jump on you and claw you.
Sally Turig.
It hits for 6 slashing. And it jumps on you, and you're prone, so it can attack you with a bite as a bonus action. If it decides to roll. No, apparently the bite didn't come through. Alright, it crit claws you for 11 slashing with a second attack. Now it'll do the bonus action bite. It bites you for 8 piercing.
I'm going to shield that one.
Okay.
I'm just taking off the 11.
Alright, you cast shield and then you block the attack. Holding up your hand, the shield kicks in. The bite doesn't get through. And then it's got a 4th attack. Another claw. And that just scratches against your armor. You guys think it's Turig coming to rescue you, but it's not. Alright, Petra. You'll need another athletics check at the start of your turn for starting your turn in the rough waves. You're good. You're staying afloat.
Right, so I touch Jasmine from here and say, get up. Get up. And with my bonus action, I am going to use that to convert a first level spell.
Okay. Eat up some sorcery points. You just see like a bit of an eldritch glow coming from your eyes. Well, you don't see it. That would be weird. He sees it. Ah, what? The hooligan says. What type of trick is this, lassie?
And I could still move, right? But I would probably draw an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he's within 5 feet of you.
Okay, so it's difficult terrain in the water, or?
Yeah, it's not, well, yeah, it's swimming, half movement speed. Same as difficult terrain.
So I will go there. That's 15. He would get an...
Alright, you provoke from this guy first. He tries to hit you with a mace. And he has advantage from pack tactics. Because you're within 5 feet of one of his friends, Volton.
I only want one to get an attack, so can I re-movement, or is there...
Well, that's the way you showed me, so that's the way you did it.
It's okay.
Alright, that hits you for 8 bludgeoning. And then Volton is going to attack as well. He says, some fresh meat like you. We don't get many of your female type around here. It's been a really long time. I know what we could do with you. We could get you to cook. I really need a home-cooked meal. And he just completely misses you.
That will be my turn.
An Aarakocra, of all creatures, flies up from the watchtower. And seems to be working with the pirates. He jumps on the loaded and aimed ballista. And he fires it at Jasmine at disadvantage. And the bolt splashes into the water. On the...
I think
Yeah?
Does it look like it can reach us here, the crossbow, or just like we're too close to it?
It's it could reach you, Arzu. Yeah, it's on a swivel, and this is like a curved ship hull. If you got up closer, then no. It could get a shot at you potentially. You'd have, let's say, you have half cover from there. All right, your new Captain's Arum Al Syrak, the gem lover. He charges out wielding a cutlass. And he just like charges after Yazo, basically taking a dash action. Cutlass raised above his head.
That's one of the Gemini's eye.
He does his battle cry. It's his battle cry. His coat is also sewn with gemstones, you notice. And his weapon as well. Okay, even.
No pushing that one in the water.
A bonus action is going to be to move my spiritual weapon. Attack here.
The sailor just chuckles. He actually thinks we're trained. Look, he's got some measuring scales. And then the scales just smack him in the face. And he's badly bloodied.
And then I'm going to pull the dead on him.
Alright, so you follow it up, trying to finish off this sailor. And he too collapses into a heap on the deck.
I gotta give myself back that slot. I gotta fix that.
Yeah, don't forget to get that spell slot back.
Yeah.
Okay, it's this hooligan's turn, and he's just he looks down, sees that that Jasmine's woken back up, and he just sneers at her. Oh, time to take another little nap, missy. And he's going to swing his mace. He misses. And again.
Is that all you got?
A 15 hits for 6 bludgeoning damage. It's a bit late to do that now. He's already attacked. Need to do it before because it's supposed to roll 2 dice instead of just re-roll. Alright, well, you hit for 6 bludgeoning damage, Jasmine. But yeah, that you will need to declare that before I roll, so I can make it disadvantage. Alright, Bosco. Alright, he's got this fancy looking dagger, and he's commanding Knuckles to attack with these whistles, and he actually hasn't drawn the dagger though. He's just got his hand on it. I feel like if he had a last name, it would be Dagger Hand. And he takes his hand off the dagger to produce a heavy crossbow, in which he fires at Yazo. And he has advantage from Pack Tactics miss. The bolt sinks into the ground. Change of plans, lads. Turns out the goat's not enough. Just come along quietly now. We could use you better alive than dead. But we will kill you if you give us trouble. Still Defender's turn.
Jasmine says, I'd rather be dead than serve the likes of you, you dirty, nasty old crooks.
Ha 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 ha. You're not going to have a choice then. Alright, got that one. Feed her to the sharks.
Now that Millhouse is back up, can I have it go immediately after mine?
Oh yeah, it goes on your turn, right? So yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I have to do my turn first, and it goes after.
Alright, you
Millhouse is gonna
can stand up if you want.
Millhouse will stand up, and he'll bring out that boomstick.
Okay.
Now, I lost the population, the spell info for it,
Oh,
but I'm gonna yell snoo snoo in that direction.
Alright, you pull it out, and
Oh, shit.
they give you a strange look, like, what's it gonna do? Bore us to death with this shit music. And then it's a 30-foot cone. I'll give you a template for it. Oh, I don't have the template here. I'll get one quickly. If you do it straight, you actually hit, yeah, pretty much everything in that vicinity.
That's the plan.
Got a 30-foot cone template. I'll grab it. Cone. But yeah, it's going to hit everything that is in there. I don't think we really even need the template, but I'll grab it just for future.
Oh,
Roll the 5d6 as well. And get their con saves going. I can't find a 30-foot cone actually at the moment. I'll just measure it out manually.
What the
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit like Knuckles, Bosco, and 3 sailors.
would it be under the Dragonborn? The breath attack?
I have a 30-foot cone one. I just don't have it in this campaign. I didn't transfer it over. But we don't need it anyway. It'll hit Knuckles, Bosco, and these 3 sailors. Alright, they're gonna make Constitution saves. Alright, this is Bosco's. And he succeeds. And he just incredibly loud bang. If anyone wants to sleep, they're awake now. He takes half damage for succeeding the save. Alright, these sailors, I think do they have disadvantage for poison? No, it's only ability checks. Alright, the 3 that are hit, it's like an invisible shockwave that just washes over them, a sonic boom. And these guys are just ripped apart. Their arms are ripped off, their bodies are bloodied. One guy barely survives. And then Knuckles will make a con save, little Deinonychus. It succeeds. And that was like the fact that you're in a cove as well just amplifies the sound, makes for good acoustics. It's ringing everyone's ears. So very loud.
Is that done?
Is it if you roll a 20 it breaks or something?
Oh yeah, you need to roll a D100. If you get 81 or higher, then boom. %20 chance.
Roll low, roll low.
Alright, it doesn't explode.
For you.
Alright, one of them is also deafened as well. He's just like looking around. Like his ears must just be ringing.
That only happens if they fail.
Oh yeah, that's right, he succeeded. Alright, well, the ones that failed are actually dead.
Died deaf.
So they are permanently deafened.
That's the best debuff, to be fair.
Yeah, it's not really... it's very circumstantial, deafened. It's good if you're invisible, because then they got no idea where you are. Alright, so you toot the horn, it explodes, rips bodies apart.
And I'll have still defend attack that one.
Okay. Goes into attack mode. It opens its mouth and just explodes his chest with its force empowered ren. He's like kind of just falls into pieces into the water.
That's me.
Alright, the wizard. She kind of just makes a bit of a sneering noise. Then she chuckles. And then she casts a spell. And let me just make sure the range is good. 60 feet. She is going to cause a wind funnel to start churning down from her. And she angles it down so it washes over Yazo and Millhouse, and also this hooligan. It's a wind funnel, gust of wind, and when you start your turn in it, or if you move through it, it'll affect you. If you start your turn in it, it's a strength save. If you move through it towards it, it's a half movement speed. So it's just this, she starts spinning up this wind funnel that trying to like push you guys into the water, basically. 10 feet by 60, like that. That's her turn. And any flames? All right, there is this guy that's on fire. She's going to put that out as well. Just put that fire out too, so everything doesn't burn down. Alright, this hooligan gets caught in it, and he has to make a strength save. Alright, he doesn't go anywhere though, he just pushes against the wind, and he'll actually break out of the wind like that. And
Do you break wind?
he will he'll attack you, Yazo, and he has advantage from pack tactics. He uses a mace. He misses, and he misses. Alright, Jasmine, you can use half your movement speed to stand up.
Yeah, I'll do so. And as I'm getting up, I say to the still good defender, good boy now. Hopefully you can do the same with this berserker in front of us. As I take a swing at the berserker in front.
Alright, you have advantage. And that hits. Alright, he's quite tough. He's not really looking too injured so far. You stick him again with a short sword. So far, superficial injuries. You hit him again. Oh, ha, 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 ha. You can stab me all you want, but you will be cooking for me. Ha, ha, ha. A nice home-cooked pie.
Yeah, like I said to you, one of your bosses, I'd rather be dead than be your bitch.
Ha, ha, ha. Just chuckles. You don't think there's much going on in that guy's head. Orion.
I'll swing at the sailor next to Avon down here.
You catch him with a claw. It slashes him on the arm.
And again.
And this time you rip into his chest and he's badly bloody.
And again.
And you just grab onto his shoulder and just rip his arm off. And he just voluntarily jumps into the ocean to die. Alright. It's Volton's turn. And he just smirks at you again, Jasmine. Ha 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 ha. You're gonna get me fed. And then he attacks you recklessly. He hits you for 7 slashing damage. He attacks again. And hits you for another 7 slashing damage, trying to subdue you rather than kill you, just trying to knock you out. Well, that second attack puts you down.
Yep.
Alright, you're back unconscious. And that's the end of his turn. Yazo, you need to make a strength saving throw. Alright, at the start of your turn, the wind pushes you 15 feet. And it basically pushes you down onto the rocks. It doesn't push you into the ocean.
Okay. So to move here is difficult terrain, is that right?
Yeah, if you wanted to move like that, then it would be 10 feet. It's only like resistance if you move against this wind, but this is difficult terrain just because there's rocks and whatnot.
Okay, so it's 10 foot and then 15 to there.
Yeah. A little gnome sneeze
Let's go
at
down.
you.
Oh,
And
putting my flame out.
you horribly miss. Knuckles ducks under the attack, and a bit of green flame just disperses into the air.
Okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Alright, it's the drunken sailors. And they all come out for a midnight fight. It's about midnight. Alright, we'll go from top to bottom. We'll start all the way up to the north here. Alright, these three sailors are going to fire at Orion. Just lined up with their crossbows, trying to take a shot at him. And one of them hits you for 5 piercing. The others move in closer. And one of them attacks Avon. And Avon, you hit for 2 damage. The other two focus on Orion with their cutlass. And Orion, you hit for 3 slashing. Alright, the next ones are these 4 drunkards. And they're all going to just start like shooting at Yazo. Disadvantage. Miss. Miss. That misses you from cover. And miss. And then a couple of them are going, one of them's going to stumble straight into the wind. But it just kind of pushes them about because they have to start their turn to be fully pushed by it. And you just kind of...
Can you fire through the wind?
Yep, it doesn't stop. It doesn't affect ranged attacks, the gust of wind. That would be a higher level spell that does that. I think it's like Wind Wall. It's like 4th level. Alright, they just kind of stumble up closer, moving up, and they're gonna like kind of start to draw some melee weapons now. 3 of them actually just jump straight into the wind. And then we've got the 2 drunks down here. One of them kind of stumbles up and he just smiles at Petra and says, "Oh, my lady, let me help you up." He puts your hand up. "We can get out of here while all this fighting's happening." The other drunkard lets out his war cry and charges Yazo with his cutlass at disadvantage. And he hits for 3 slashing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll dodge that one.
Alright, you reduce it down to 1, and then the sailor by the gate follows up with a light crossbow bolt at you. And he hits you for 8 piercing.
Ah, bugger.
That's it for the sailors and the pirates. Alright, Knuckles, the Deinonychus. It is going to keep on just viciously biting at Millhouse, clawing. That hits for 8 piercing.
But what about shield?
Alright, the shield kicks in, and it ends up just biting the force energy surrounding you. It's going to claw at Yazo, and it's going to claw at Millhouse. And those attacks miss. Bosco whistles, and then Knuckles comes over here in front of him.
I lash out. Oh, never mind. No, I use my reaction. I keep forgetting.
Yeah. I don't think you'd have any of your weapons on you or anything either. You wouldn't have a weapon, spellcasting focus, or any of that. Alright, Petra.
I need a... I'm gonna possibly need a 60-foot cone. I'm gonna from the wand.
The what? Sorry, it cut out when you said the spell's name.
I'm gonna cast Fear from the wand.
Alright. Is it a 60-foot cone or 50? Oh, it's not the fear spell, right?
No, it's a cone of fear from the wand of fear.
Okay.
It says it's a cone.
It's not an actual fear spell. All right. Well, I've got a 60-foot cone template. We use Cone of Cold for that. Where are you doing it? Like which direction?
I want to try to, if I can try to not hit Yazo, I'm gonna try to do it like
On
kind
an
of
angle?
like that.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
if you did it straight, it's going to hit everyone like that. If you do it at an angle, you have to be like above Yazo.
I can take it.
Yeah, we can take it. To everybody.
Okay, so I will try to get I guess everybody.
Okay. I think either one. Alright, so you can do it straight like that. The sailor looks at you confusedly. Am I being rejected? He says.
No, of course not. Take this.
Alright, use the Cone of Fear with 2 charges. And it's a wisdom save against being frightened for everyone in there. These are the sailors. First sailor's frightened. Next one. Next one. This guy's frightened. The one to the right of Knuckles succeeds. And another 3 next to Millhouse make wisdom saves. Only one of them becomes frightened. And then I'll do the one next to the gate. It's going to make a wisdom save. It succeeds. Next is Knuckles. Knuckles makes a wisdom save. Knuckles is frightened. Then we've got Bosco. Bosco is frightened. And then there's a Hooligan. Hooligan makes a wisdom save. He's frightened. Then Yazo, you're frightened. And Millhouse, did you make a wisdom save?
I did.
What did you get? Oh, 21? Yeah, you succeed.
Good.
Alright, it's like these ghostly skulls and terrifying things, tentacles and mouths and teeth that just fly out from the wand, and some people start to freak out. Alright, it's not just frightened, but while you're frightened, you have to move as far away as you can from Petra. You also lose your reaction, and you can only take the dash action, and or try to escape if something's stopping you from moving. And if you're as far away as possible, then you can dodge. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. So people just start running from Petra. Even this guy, he just says, "I'm sorry, ma'am. That stick is so scary."
And with that, yeah, that ends.
Alright, the eagle-headed humanoid Aarakocra takes another one of these massive harpoons and spends its action loading it into the blister. Captain Zarum. He is running forward. And he's going to move up to here. As he moves, he takes a dagger. He's got many daggers in his garb. And he throws one at Millhouse. And he completely misses. And he ends his turn there. Avon.
Okay.
Was it the middle one? I missed the ping.
Oh.
Alright, the scales poof, bash him in the face.
And follow that up with...
Alright, another Toll of the Dead. Another dead sailor collapsing on the deck. Alright, it's Bosco's turn. Oh, shit. Oh, what is that? Oh, fuck this! Run! And he dashes. That stick! It's so scary! There's a skull on the end! Ah! And feathers! It has feathers, men! Run! Feathers! Millhouse, make a strength saving throw.
That's all.
Millhouse is good at these. Millhouse is the best at these.
The wizard says, and you're thrown onto the rocks.
Alright. I will move up. And I'm going to play with fate again.
Moving like that, it's a full 30 feet. It would be 20 feet to get there and 10 feet to get there. Because
Okay.
you're going against the wind. And it's difficult terrain, so they stack.
I'll move up there then.
Okay. That's.
I'm going to attempt.
I mean, it's still difficult terrain on the rocks. It's still 30 feet.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
that
right.
paladin that has the hunter's mark doesn't have it anymore because I dropped it like 2 or 3 turns ago.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, the first square that you move, Millhouse, you're moving it against the wind in difficult terrain. It costs you 20 feet of movement.
I'm okay here then. Unless. So I was pushed here. So I should be able to angle it from there. Alright, Yazo, I'm going to roll your fate along with mine, and I'm going to use the my big stick again.
Oh, really?
So it doesn't look like it has a charge function on it.
Okay. Okay.
No, it doesn't. You can use it as many times as you want.
As long as it doesn't break.
Yeah, because if it breaks, ouch.
Alright, what...
So did you want me to roll damage first, or see if it breaks first?
Well, you have to decide where you're shooting it first. You have to pick a target. So how are you shooting it? Like on an angle down at these 3?
On an angle up at
Up at those ones? Okay.
I believe
That'll-
a 30-foot.
That'll hit Yazo as well. Yeah, that'll hit all of them. They'll also hit Yazo. Okay.
I'll
Alright.
sit back in the. I'll sit back in the thing then.
Alright, well, okay. So you're moving like that. Alright, using the Horn of Blasting. With the explosion, it doesn't happen until after you have used it. It's when you use the horn. So roll the 5d6. And this is for the 3 pirates. The 2 at the back are instantly killed. They're ripped apart from the explosion. The closest one, he lives. The hooligan, he fails, taking the full brunt of damage. He's badly injured, but he lives. The captain, he's hit with the explosion, and Roll20 is being so slow here. He resists. Right now it's a D100, 81 or higher, and it explodes, dealing all the extra damage.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Playing with fate.
That is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need an 81 or higher, so it does not explode. Very, very lucky.
Towing with
Wow.
fate.
It almost it started to rumble a bit.
The wind's cooling it down.
So that guy deafened now?
Yeah, he's deafened. The one that failed.
That's gonna kill you, Millhouse.
It will,
That item.
but not before taking massive amounts of other people with. And then I'll have Doggo. Yeah, Duggo attacked the Volten.
He has advantage. And poof, he snaps his force-empowered maw onto Volten, leaving Volten bloodied.
Here, tanky boy.
The wizard screeches a little bit more. Die! You die! Only room for one gnome here. And she shoots a green arrow down at you, Millhouse.
I am the gnome with the biggest stick.
I'm the gnome! That misses. And she shoots the arrow onto the hull of the ship. I'm gonna show you a stick. And she waves out her belaying pin. Alright, this guy is looking around. His ears are ringing and he shakes his head, and he takes a moment to just kind of adjust to his surroundings. And then he runs in. He's going to skirt around towards Yazo, and he is going to attack. Pack tactics for advantage.
Isn't...
He hits for 7 bludgeoning. Moving through it is not difficult to. It's not extra. It's moving against it. It costs extra movement speed. You have to move towards her, and that's a miss. So you just hit for 7 damage, and that's it for the hooligan. Jasmine, you've been knocked unconscious. You don't need to make a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Orion, you're getting through these sailors. Their numbers are starting to dwindle.
I will recklessly attack this round.
Okay.
First one on the one next to Avon. Sorry, let me ping this one.
You slash him for 7 damage. He's bloody.
Oh, plus 2. I'm raging.
It's in there. It's 9, right? Oh, did I say 7? Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, 9. Well, yeah, he's hanging on by a thread.
Second attack.
And you just grab him, snap his neck.
And then last attack on this guy.
Hit. You slash him for 6, and he's bloody. You rip into his leather armor and through his chest. Meanwhile, these tribal warriors, they've just kind of backed up as well, staying out of this fight.
Maybe they can pilot the ships.
Let's hope. Because all these
Good, 'cause
pirates are
they're
going to be dead.
The Volten attacks the Still Defender, and he hits it for 10 slashing. Alright, Yazo, you have to move away from Petra as much as you possibly can.
So I can disengage with his bonus action, yeah?
No. You can't disengage.
You're gonna dash away.
Yeah. When you
He's just talking
move,
about-
when you move away, this guy will attack you.
I
This-
thought they don't get a reaction.
If they're frightened, they
He's
don't
not
get a
frightened.
reaction. He's not frightened though. He misses. Okay, that costs you 10 feet to move there.
So that'll be 20 to there.
Yeah.
Did you say something about I can take a dodge action?
That's if you can't get any further away from her.
Okay. Okay, so that's
Like if you're in a dead end,
20.
you'll dodge basically.
Okay, so 20 to there. 25.
Yeah, you're out of the difficult terrain, and the furthest away you can go is actually the ship now, Petra. So you'll be, yeah, so it will be the ship.
Well, I was looking at this door over here. That's further away, isn't it?
The door is 50 feet. The ship is 80 feet.
So this way?
Yep, you need to get as far away as you can. which is towards the ship. The captain's going to attack you as well. And you walk by, he attacks you with a scimitar. He misses.
Okay, then I can do is it willpower?
Yeah, you can make a wisdom save at the end of your turn. You're still frightened. Alright, I'm going to do the frightened sailor first. Sailors. They're going to do the same thing. They get as far away as Petra as possible, which is by running. 15, 25, 30, and then they go to the ship as well. 10, 15, 45. One of them actually catches up to you, Yazo. Running
Just
with
where I
you.
started.
Alright, the Deinonychus, it is going to have to go that way as well. And I think they're a bit quicker. Yeah, they're 40 feet. So, he gets all the way up to there, moving through the difficult terrain. And this guy, Petra, he actually books it a different direction. He can't go he goes around the other side. I'm going to make their wisdom saves. I don't know why Knuckles went now, but anyway, his turn is next. So these are for the 3 frightened sailors. They're all still frightened. And I'll do Knuckles' wisdom save too. He's still frightened. Okay, that's all the frightened ones out of the way. And now I'm going to do the sailors up here. The 2 crossbowmen see Yazo running towards the ship and they fire at him. That arrow hits you for 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And another bolt misses you. The 2 that are fighting Orion and Avon, they both turn their attention towards Orion and they attack with melee attacks. And Orion, you take 3 slashing damage. And this guy is going to... He'll rush Millhouse and attack with a scimitar. Disadvantage, he's drunk. Miss. And then we've got the guy at the door. The doorman's going to fire at Millhouse. Miss. Alright, Petra, you're up.
Okay, so would that be 5, or is it still difficult terrain?
Yeah, that will be difficult terrain to climb up there. You'll be climbing.
So 10, 12, actually that's 10, 20, 25, 30, and I'm going to convert, with my bonus action, convert the 5 sorcery points into a 3rd level slot.
Okay.
And cast Cure Wounds on Jasmine.
Alright, Jasmine, you're back conscious.
Get up, I said.
Damn.
I wake up groggy. I was like, oh yeah, I did, but I got bonked on the head again.
Well, there's stuff to do. They're still out there.
Alright, the Aarakocra, using its wings to fly a little bit, swinging around this ballista, and it has it aimed. The captain sees Yazo running back towards the ship, and he chases after him. Hey, get back here! And he also draws a dagger as he moves. He takes a dash action, tries to prevent Yazo from getting on the ship. Avon.
Okay. Middle guy.
Okay.
Right. Wait, wrong thing.
The spiritual weapon, it almost cleans him up. He's barely hanging on.
What's next? Guy.
And he collapses in a row with the other 2. Dead. Bosco just keeps on yelling, "Ah, scary stick! Scary stick!" And then you can't hear him anymore. I guess he gets a wisdom save, actually. And that was for this turn. That was last turn, then this turn. Because I forgot last turn. Wait
What's
a
that DC on
second.
it?
That stick's not scary. He mumbles to himself.
Clearly, I'm going to have to pull out my stick again.
It's 15, the DC. Okay, Millhouse, you're up.
Alright. So this ballista,
You need a strength save
can I...
first.
You are correct. That's not the one I want.
Come on, you can pass this. Natural 20.
And Millhouse is like the Terminator, pushing through the wind. It's blowing through your gnomish hair, and it makes the other hairless gnome jealous.
But she has hair.
Alright, Ballista. What do you want to do with the Ballista?
I'm wondering if I can use heat metal on any part to kind of dissuade him from taking the shot.
Heat metal. Let me take a look at the spell description. A manufactured metal object, metal weapon, suit of armor. It's got metal in it. It's mostly wood. It can glow, and a creature in physical contact will take 2d8 fire damage. Let me just take a quick check at the ballista, because ballista's mostly wood.
Yeah.
Let me just check though the actual. See, this might work. Siege weapon.
The hinges are probably metal.
Oh, and I was hoping like the firing mechanism or something would be metal.
I'll take a look at the ballista. Siege weapons. Just bear with me 2 seconds.
How high tower they're on?
55. It's 30 feet.
The ship now. 30 feet? Okay.
Yeah, 30 feet up. There is a stairwell that leads up to. You guys would have seen it when you're in the bar. I need to check one more thing. It basically just says it's a crossbow. I don't think a crossbow is going to be considered metal though. Yeah, it's not going to work, unfortunately. It's too much wood.
Alright.
A crossbow. I don't even think there's a description for weapons, is there? But yeah, it's not going to work, unfortunately. Not enough wood. Not enough metal. That was a good idea, though.
Alright. Also, I think you've just been forgetting about this sailor down the bottom here.
The one next to the door?
Yeah.
No, he's been firing crossbow every round.
Oh.
He's the doorman.
Well, I guess that's just the kind of impact he's had on this fight then.
Yeah, he's been firing at you and he's been missing every time.
So I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Alright, this guy is drunk. Disadvantage. Miss.
And I'll fire a firebolt at that one.
Alright, you have advantage on Volton. Guy who wants to make Petra or Jasmine his personal cook. The firebolt slams into his back. Ah! He lets out a cry and he's badly injured.
Hopefully I get a little bit of cover from the ballista there. Now Doggo will heal himself.
The wizard. She screeches and she's gonna climb over the wall. Or attempt to. She climbs over and lands on the deck. Alright, it's angled, so she needs to make an acrobatics. She managed to stabilize her feet, and she just points this wind down at you, Millhouse. Ah, she does that. So it's facing you at the start of her turn. Like that. And yeah, she can't really see you properly. So for now, I think she might just shoot a ray of frost at someone that she can reach. 60 feet. Yazo, you're it. And that's going to miss you with Koffel. Your AC is 18 against that attack. Alright, the fight continues. This deafened hooligan, he tries to move here and grab you, Millhouse. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. Sees you taking cover and he tries to get you out of it.
Why me?
He doesn't like you. He doesn't like gnomes in general. Miss. Alright, Jasmine. You can stand up with half your movement speed. You're back in the fight.
Yep. And take another 2 stabs at the barbarian front.
He's a tough son of a bitch. But he can't go on forever. Hit. You stab him again, and surprisingly, he still stands.
Yeah.
And another hit. You jam the short sword into him again, straight through his torso. Oh, and he's still standing. Some blood just spits it out onto the ground. Badly injured. Orion.
Reckless attack on the one below me.
Yeah, Jasmine says, keep it up. Still defending, we nearly got him.
Alright, which one was it? Sorry, Orion? I missed it.
The south, sorry.
He's dead. You just swipe him across the neck, cutting his throat.
And then the other 2 against the one I'm next to.
Miss. And were you reckless?
Yep.
Okay. You hit him again. He's barely hanging on.
And that'll do me.
Alright. Voltan is still standing and he looks at Petra. No more make them come alive. You are doing my work. Alright, still Defender's going to jump on Voltan again and give him disadvantage. And it's a hit.
But it's not a crit.
Yeah, you prevented a crit. You hit for 11 damage, Petra. Yeah, that would have definitely knocked Petra to the ground. And then he gets like sick of the dog and he'll turn his attention on Doggo now. Bad goat, he says. Alright, Yazo, you need to still get further away from Petra. When you do move away, the captain is going to swing his fancy weapon, cutlass, at you. And he hits you for 6 slashing. And when you get to like the end of the ship, there's like, yeah, you're not going to get any further than that. Well, you'll still go another 2 spaces.
Yeah, so I can dash and then dodge, and then just dodge an action.
Yeah, then you'll just dodge. You wouldn't like jump into hazardous terrain like the water. You can see like more of a jetty and like a storage area up here. It looks like, by the way. And then you get a wisdom save. You're still frightened, so you're just dodging there now. All right, man. Roll20's been really laggy and with the dynamic lighting lately in some areas. All right, there's only a few sailors left. The ones that are frightened, they are still frightened and they will dash. It's going super slow around these dynamically lit areas. And the other ones dash up to you, Yazu. They all come to the edge of the ship.
50 arrows sticking at me now.
The one next to you, Orion, he attempts to hit you with a scimitar. He misses. And the guy near the door shoots at Millhouse. And Millhouse, he gets you. Alright,
That has shield.
your shield...
He doesn't.
Alright, the shield will cause the bolt to bounce off. Alright, there's not very many sailors left. Knuckles dashes, and he joins everyone else. Oh, I need to make wisdom saves for these guys as well. Oh, there's one more sailor as well that's going to fire at Orion. Alright, this is Knuckles' wisdom save. Knuckles is no longer frightened. And these are the other two sailors' wisdom saves, or 3. One of them's not frightened. And then this is the other crossbow bolt that's going to be shot at Orion. And that hits you for 4 piercing. From this guy up here. Petra, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna try. Well, it's probably gonna be a disadvantage. I'm gonna try.
Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
At.
The first one. Oh, I'm gonna try to see if I can kill the.
Okay. Advantage and disadvantage. So regular attack because he's reckless. You try to shoot fire in his face, but he grabs your hand and you shoot up into the air. Miss.
Okay, it's a second bolt.
That one hits. And it hits him in the face. His face is badly scorched and bloodied, and he still stands.
Jesus.
This
Damn.
guy, this guy is just not going down. And finally, you just cover your hand in fire and just give him a big old slap on the face. And just catches his whole head on fire, and he finally hits the deck.
Right, and I am going to hit the ground just in case of the crossbow bolt tries to attack.
Okay, you jump prone.
Yep. And yeah, that's it for me.
Alright, the Aarakocra sees you go prone, and it still aims it towards you. But it actually aims for Jasmine. And the bolt collects Jasmine for 23 piercing damage. She hits the pier. The captain is going to chase after Yazo. Come here, get off my ship. No one gets on my ship. And still I says so. And he just kind of ignores you, Orion, and yeah, he goes for Yazo on the ship. Avon.
Hey, same thing. This last guy.
Alright. Try to get 4 in a row.
And feel like I'm bowling.
The spiritual weapon softens him up.
Okay, and
I told the dad 4 for 4. There's 4 in a row there. He collapses on the ground dead as well.
I'll move up a little bit closer to this guy. Okay.
Alright, Bosco does not return.
Gonna get reinforcements.
Millhouse, you'll need a strength saving throw from the wind washing down on you. And you're pushed 15 feet that way.
Alright. I'm gonna firebolt the hooligan.
It's a mess. The wind pushes you off course.
I miss having melee weapons.
They're right over there where Petra and Jasmine are.
Back into cover. I'm gonna have the dog continue blocking the bridge, so he'll just dodge there.
Okay. Alright, the wizard says again. That's all she kind of does is just grit her teeth, and she's actually just going to drop the spell, and she's going to slide down and drop into the actual tap house, and she'll be gone from view. She looks around as she does that. The fight is not going in their favor anymore, if you haven't noticed. The hooligan's not really getting like the message though, and he just chases after you, Millhouse, and tries to whack you.
How can he unshield? But how can he? He can't hear.
Exactly. So he hits you for 6 bludgeoning damage.
No. I shielded though. I even interrupted myself to shield.
Okay.
Millhouse refuses to get hit.
Once again, the mace just boom bounces straight off of you. He tries again, and this time he breaks through your shield, collecting you for 12 bludgeoning damage.
It's a crit. The only thing that can hit me.
Alright, Jasmine. Oh, I don't know why it's saying stabilized. 12 is a failure on your death saves. DC is 15. That's your one failure you should be on. Just reset your death save counter to say 1 failure. With a little red circles there. Alright, so yeah, this time they don't, the Aarakocra is going for blood. It doesn't knock you out. Alright, Orion, you've got this guy.
Reckless attack.
And you just grab him, and it's like some Mortal Kombat shit. You just grab his like top torso and his bottom torso. You just rip him in two. And Ragnar says, "Oh, fatality!"
Then I'll move.
Were you thinking of a Kali Ma, were you, Orion?
I'll move into melee with the captain, and I will claw him twice in the back.
Okay, you jump on the captain. And that's a miss. 23 hits. You slash him for 8 damage.
We just want to go to the island. We will kill you all.
Alright, when you say that, he says, Wait! Right! Throw your weapons on the ground, lads. We've lost this fight. And there's only 3 of them here. They're outnumbered, and they can tell they're not going to win, so they surrender to you guys. Yield. Except for this guy, who just he doesn't hear it, so he keeps on fighting. But you guys can take him out. Alright, well, we're going to end the fight here. They've lost. A few of them have slipped away, so be on guard, but this is the end of this fight.
You guys were calling out death.
I am waking up Jasmine again.
I'm just going to turn on the lights for the dynamic lighting because it's been super slow. It must be a Roll20 update, but some maps are going like really slowly. I'm going to tally up the XP. It's still nighttime though; it doesn't automatically become daytime. But just because it's, I don't know, it must be killing Google Chrome. I'll tally up experience for that fight. And we'll see what these guys have to say.
Took a lot of hits at that one.
I think everyone did.
Apart from Orion.
I went down like 4.
A fighting spell messed me up big time. I couldn't do shield or half the damage.
What really got us is that we started off, first of all, unconscious, and second of all, split up.
Yeah.
From now on, no more drinks from random people.
Sure. Lesson learned.
Still have to find their captain.
Alright, despite such a big battle, a lot of them are actually individually kind of weak, so it's not going to be a ton of XP. And some of them have slipped away.
Yeah, I picked up the jammed cast dagger, give it to the silent, say, give it to the one who likes the gems.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the ones that we actually killed.
Sure.
Have
Alright.
a little bit of respect, fellas.
You guys get 178 experience for that. Alright, well, we're going to wrap up the session here. And we'll deal with the aftermath of this fight next session.
We are 100% going to press gang these press gangers into sailing for us.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are, press gang.
The problem is that, they'll take us there, but we can't guarantee that they'll be there when we get back to the ship if we go into...
We can't guarantee that we'll be at the ship. Like, we're probably going to die on this thing. This is like we're going to Omu. It's dangerous.
We don't even know if Omu's there.
I mean, we could always go back for the jungle.
Don't forget Dragon Bait as well.
Yes.
He's already dead.
I was going to ask, was there a smell of ham around here?
Yeah, I don't think he's dead. I think they used him as a slaver.
Alright, so
Maybe they use him as flavoring for their food.
there's like a couple of sailors and the captain. That's basically it. Some of them have slipped away, but everyone just throws down their weapons when they see they're facing certain defeat. And we'll just deal with the aftermath of this in 2 weeks' time. I'll see you guys then.
Just in case I forget, was the captain's dagger, is that like a normal dagger, or does it look special?
The captain, he's fully decked out in gems. Everything, like his weapons, he wears gem-studded jewelry, he's got the gem in his eye, his coat is laced with thousands of GP of gems.